Friday night before the Niners meet the Colts on prime time. Sunday night. Hey, you ready for it, fam? You make the call. Woo! God, after a week off like that, it just feels crazy. Football coming back up. Gotcha, doing that boogie. Niners versus Colts, so fam, it'll be another test on the 2021 season of how well the team adjusts to what has long become the norm in the NFL: pain and suffering. Trent Williams, he may not play versus the Colts. Meanwhile, George Kittle continues on the IR as he is legally ineligible to play for 2 more games. The next man up concept will be in full vogue on this particular Sunday night again. Good news is, though, that the Niners' run game, of which Coach Shanahan builds his offensive attack upon, will have speedsters. JaMycal Hasty back up in here. Yes, with them jump cuts. Love to watch that dude run. And Elijah Mitchell. I like the speed factor in this. And in fact, if we've learned anything since Shanahan's arrived, speed is everything in the run game. Unfortunately, most of your speedy backs don't move at the speed that Hasty and Mitchell do. So, I don't know. I just, Sermon's there waiting, I guess. But, man, I don't know. We'll see, fam. I mean, I know Trey Sermon, we picked him up in the draft too early not to use him, but we got to wait. I got to have that speed. We run the stretch run. Plant, one cut, go. Also, yes, good things being said about Brandon Ayuk appeared to be rounding into better form. And could be ready to prove that on this Sunday night. We'll be taking your phone calls and recording your predictions as per usual after a quick preview of this week's 7 contest, Niners versus Colts. Oh, but fam, let me first get the good news here. Coach Kyle Shanahan said, quotes distributed by the team, the Niners will activate running back JaMycal Hasty off the IR for this Sunday. Hasty injured his ankle in week 2 and went on the IR on September 25th. So the Niners designated him to return this week, and he practiced all week long, looking good, as Coach Shanahan concurred by saying, quote, I expect him to be a full go. He had a real good week, which you never know when they're coming back from a high ankle. But he looked good Monday and continued all the way to today. So no concerns, unquote. Yes. Because, fam, if we rewind back to when he left, Hasty looked like a different runner than he did last year. Now, he was good last year, but this year, Hasty took it up a notch. I was really impressed. And it just really kind of downhearted when I heard, oh, no. So, he does appear to be fragile to a degree. I hope he stays out there for at least 15 more weeks. See what I did there? You see the math? That's into the playoffs, right? More good news, fam. Brandon Ayuk's problems this season seem to have started in practice, as you know. Remember when Coach Shanahan was saying things like Sherfield was out working last year's first-round pick? To everybody's horror and shock. Really? What? Shanahan went as far as to send Sherfield out there in game 1, said Brandon Ayuk. I tell you what, Sherfield's just outworking him. Fast forward to this week, though. Yeah. Practice is also where Debo got an indication this week that things are about to change. Ayuk, coming off a strong rookie season with the Niners, and had us all pumped up, got off to a surprisingly slow start this season, as you know. We've been whining and crying about it ever since. Some people are saying it ain't happening, man. It's science fiction. Ayuk is always open. If that were the case, I don't think Shanahan would be complaining, but some people believe that. I ain't going. All I'm going to say is this. What is what it is, right? Ayuk has just had 8 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown through the 5 games. That is not, fam, how Mrs. Ayuk raised her baby boy. You know he can do better. Everybody knows he can do better. So if Debo's out there looking like he's always available for the catch, yeah, I'm going to go to him too. That's just the way it is. So the bye week gave BA an opportunity to hit the reset button, apparently. And Debo liked what he saw and said, quote, from afar. I just feel like he just has to do exactly what he did all this week in practice. Just getting back to himself, getting his confidence back, and just going out there and making plays, unquote. Yeah, come on, B.A., get involved. Make yourself wide open. You ain't gonna be wide open, get some separation out there. You'll get the ball. Everybody wants to see you with the ball. We love seeing Debo with the ball too, but both of y'all together, get out. Oh, that would be just, you talk about taking this offense to the next level. We'll have to wait and see. We ain't got long to wait, though. Coming up Sunday night. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Fam, you know what? And all right, the bad news is this. Trent Williams shows up on the Niners injury report this week and has been MIA through each of the Niners practices all week long. T-Will was already dealing with an elbow injury sustained in week 4 as he banged up his ankle the following week against the Cardinals. Best guy on the offensive line. Why? Brunskill never gets hurt. I'm not wishing anything on any offensive line, but it's amazing how the best players on the team always seem to find their way to get hurt. Today, Williams was ruled doubtful as everybody hopes another day of rest and recovery can get Big T. Will back on his feet in time for Sunday night versus the Colts. Shanahan said earlier today, quote, "We didn't think it was as bad as it obviously is because he was able to finish the game and everything. But he re-zinged it a little bit at practice on Monday and hasn't been able to go since." But Trent, out of anybody on this team, will have take up all the way to game time. So that's why he's still there. Don't take him off, Sal. Don't take him off. I got a feeling the big man, even at 80%, he'll come out there, and at 80%, Trent Williams is a bad mofo. Let him play. Of course, then again, you worry about the rest of the season. This is not a game we can lose. Fam, though, if Williams is unable to suit up, the 5th-round rookie Jalen Moore is like the next man up at San Francisco's left tackle spot, and he's been impressing people just pretty much ever since he first came. Williams played admirably in T. Will's place during the preseason and in spurts when called upon. He's not a slouch. Of course, when you got the best over there. Everybody else is somebody you just soon not do without. You know what I'm saying? If I can get filet mignon, why should I settle for a T-bone? That was an accident. Williams played admirably in T. Will's place during the preseason and in spurts when called upon. Shanahan said of Moore, quote, "I think he's done a real good job. You've got to get thrown out in the battle, and you got to deal with the NFL and how it is. So there will always be adjustments with that. But every time he's gone out there, whether it's in the preseason, whether it's been in these practices, the game's not too big for him. He gets better the more he plays, and if he gets that opportunity Sunday night, it will be a hell of an opportunity for him, and I know he'll be ready," unquote. Yeah, come on, Kyle. Get him pumped up. Make him crazy. Make him believe that everything depends on him. And actually, it just about does offensively. He cannot allow people to blow by him. And OC Mike McDaniel, of course, said he's ready to play NFL football. Guys, they get him all pumped up. He's ready. He'll be ready. Additionally, the Niners will be a shorthand in the interior of their defensive line with Maurice Hurst adding to Javon Kinlaw to 2 players who will be on the sidelines on Sunday. You know what really burns about both these guys? Hurst came back off the IR and was looking good. And now back to the IR. Hurst popped up on the injury report on Thursday with a calf injury. That's our favorite thing. We every year we get something that's very much in fashion as far as injuries. Last year was a high ankle sprain. This year's going to be the calves. Guys, get out there and work the calf machine to death, all right? Just get powerful in the calves. If the calves are the spot, look out. But wait, fam, it gets actually worse, though. The Niners have expressed that Kinlaw's lingering knee injury is a big concern, and he has been dealing with a number of setbacks and hasn't been fully able to participate in practice since the season opener. We all know about that. We've all been thinking about it. What is it going to result in? And now we're finding out he is possibly going to the IR, and you know how many weeks that means. He hasn't been fully able to participate since the season opened. That's a long time. Per Coach Shanahan, Kinlaw is a candidate to be placed on the IR. Coach is quoted saying, "It's something we're worried about and concerned about. It's something we'll probably decide here in the next week." Oh! Guys, well, look to DJ Jones, Contavious Street, and Zach Kerr and Hurst and Kinlaw's absence against the Colts. And this is a nice thing about stacking all the talents that we did on that defensive line. Now, we didn't know they were all going to go down and drop like flies, but you knew there was going to be somebody to go down. I wish the 49ers would stop going down in bunches is the only thing, though. It doesn't help if you've got depth and all of them are going down at the same time, what are you going to do? Niners could also elevate Darian Daniels from the team's practice squad ahead of this Sunday night. As for the Colts, the Colts Indy's defense suffered a huge blow this week as safety Julian Blackmon suffered a torn Achilles on Wednesday as practice and is expected to miss the remainder of the season. And then you got DB, additionally, DB Rock Seared, who I wanted in the draft. Was that year before last? He's ruled out for Sunday. Fam, I ain't gonna say nothing else about that. You know what I'm saying? Because, okay, wait. Well, that is good news for the Niners. Get over it. Colts head coach Frank Reich hits us up with the bad news, saying that he is very optimistic, as he's quoted saying, about the return of three-time All-Pro left guard, who I was also wishing for in that year's draft. Could the 49ers just bounce up to the top and get Quentin? No, because the Colts took him. Quentin Nelson's availability for Sunday is looking like a go. At this time when we're missing people like Javon Kinlaw, Hurst, he plays out there where he, I tell you, Nelson has been on the IR since week 4 and is eligible to be activated ahead of Sunday night. Hopefully he's rusty. Look at the full injury report, though, fam, for both the Niners and the Colts this hour. Niners out is Maurice Hurst. I just mentioned Javon Kinlaw. Good grief. Trey Lance, that knee apparently is still an issue, and that's something to be really concerned about. Doubtful, as I just mentioned, Trent Williams. Questionable, Marcel Harris. His thumb is still killing him. Colts, out for them is Yassine and Julian Blackmon. I just mentioned Kimoko Toure has got a groin issue thing going on. Offensive lineman Braden Smith, he's got a foot and thumb problem. Running back Jordan Wilkins, he's got a non-football injury. Questionable, though. Here's the best thing. I don't know how he's feeling, but he looked pretty good last week against the Texans. But then everybody looks good against the Texans. That's not a measure of which to be fearful of. But Ty Hilton, or T.Y., is questionable. But that probably means he's going to play. But the thing is, K'Wan Williams is going to play, and K'Wan says, I'm feeling real good. Send him on out there. I'll get him. T.Y. better stay on the edge, boy, because I tell you, K'Wan's all rested up. K'Wan plays, gives you partial seasons so he can rest up and get ready for the real game, because we've got the Rams coming up, the Cardinals coming up, so K'Wan should be all right. And when the shark is in the water, look out, Jack. There will be a little drop of blood dropped in the water by JaMycal to get K'Wan all ready, and as soon as he sees that, he's coming in for the kill. Oh! My dog's best friend. Hey, bang, bang, Ronbo gang. What's up, fam? Matty Harris out in Bend, Oregon. Hey! William Roberts, 34-29ers. Manuel Marquez, Niners 28. That was, you know what? That was me. Because I figured 3 touchdowns and a field goal. So I got, 27. But you got 28. I don't know how you came up with that, but 27. I got 27-17. Niners are all ready to go. Man, they sound like they're just fired up. And Big Show says we have a half-practice squad team going up against the Colts in the rain. The Grim Reaper speaketh. Come on, Show. J-Tan, 23-20, somebody wins. Johnny Ellis says, hey, 49 lost to the 5-1 Packers by 3 and the 9-0 Cardinals by 7 score games. The 49ers are under the radar. Johnny Ellis, boy, I love the way you put that in perspective. I love the way you framed it. Give me my, boy, I tell you what. San Francisco's famous Dre.
What's up, Ronbo?
Dre, man, I'm looking at this picture, man. I'm thinking to myself, we got a lot of people hurt, but this is the way it is in the NFL, especially by this time of the season. There's no crying in football. Get your butts out there. That's why we put you on this team. I don't care if you're the 8th string. You get out there, you perform. This is your time. Do it. Dre, how we going to be doing this weekend?
I think, me honestly, I'm gonna get my score prediction early to get it out the way.
All right.
I got some other things I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be 17-24 Niners.
All right. All
That's
right.
what I think.
All right. I
And
like it.
then the thing that I'm going to talk about is I'm shocked by a lot of people that did. Jalen Hurd was supposed to come back. They ain't said nothing to mention him.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
He's. I mean, I like the dude. He's raw. I understand Kyle, and he feels that if he let him go, somebody else gonna pick him up, and
Mm-hmm.
somebody else may have that money to give to him. Like serious.
You're still talking about
And we
Jalen
don't.
Hurd, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
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 We don't got the money to give to him, so that's he's taking the money every year, and he ain't even did nothing.
I know. I thought you were talking about future payment because I said Jalen can't ask for too much if his contract expires and the 49ers want to re-up him. Jalen will give you $1.59. But here's the thing. You have some incentives in that contract, so, go from there.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But I'm just saying, he didn't been here, like you feel me,
Every
and he ain't did nothing.
years.
He stepped on the field, and he just took on the check.
Mm-hmm. Great job
And
if you can get it.
and I really don't know what to tell you, but I think Jimmy G gonna have a nice little game. I was hearing some things that that Trey wasn't. He's not hurt.
You really think he's not
I
hurt?
can't say who said what. I can't say who said what, but he's not hurt.
Yeah.
They just shut him down because the next time Trey see the field, it'll be under the circumstances of him taking over at that point.
So just leave him out the rest of the season if that not be the case? You know
Now
what?
they'll have his package plays, but he's not hurt. Well, not on
Oh,
that
okay, because
aspect. He's more of
Sud
running playbook.
Sudfeld waiting in the wings is kind of scary. But go ahead.
No, but he's not hurt. They're just shutting him down. Jed was, Jed. Well, who is Denise? The Denise lady didn't want him playing. They want him to play
Did you say Denise?
Trey. Denise, whoever Denise is, I guess that's Jed's wife. I don't know if it's Jed's wife or whoever this lady is, but she has to stay in
Oh, I think
team.
that's his. I think that's
Big
his
say.
sister.
Yeah, she has a big say in the team. She's the
Hey,
reason why a
Ronbo,
couple.
did you hear
Yeah.
about the Martellus Bennett saying Jimmy's a bitch?
Yeah. Go ahead. Wait your turn, fam. I'll be coming up. All right, we'll be back to you because I knew somebody's gonna love to talk about that. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, I didn't hear that.
Bennett's still
Anyway,
mad about since 2016. The Jimmy's agent shut him down and didn't let him continue. I guess Jimmy's supposed to override him. I don't know. Back when he was with the
man.
Patriots. That made headline news.
You just, for real, like, man, get over it. Them days is long and gone.
Yeah.
Like
Anyway.
I was saying, though, he not hurt. Denise didn't want him playing because he's the future. He'll have, I guess, once he learned the playbook and learn how to do the simple X's and O's, slide, the mechanics, so he don't get killed out there. Then he'll get out there and run his package plays. But for the most part, Denise didn't want him playing. She had a big say in that.
Yeah.
So I guess she has a big say in a lot of things that go on. So yeah,
Tony says that's the mom. I didn't know the mom had. I didn't really know she knew anything about football. Actually, I thought it was
the mom. I don't know who this woman is.
Denise.
I just heard of her.
Denise DiBartola. No, that's the sister. That's yeah, okay. That's the mom.
I just heard of her when one of my little sources told me. I was like, oh wow, all right, okay.
Denise DiBartola.
Because she said that it was a no go for him. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I understand that, and that's just what it is. As long as he ain't hurt, I don't care.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Learn the playbook and learn the technique to slide and not getting yourself killed. But I feel that we're going to come out with a victory this week. And if we do not, Ronbo, if we do not come out with a victory this week, I'm going to therapy. I'm going to go see my counselor and my therapist. Who's going to put me on for this whole year.
We're all going to be on suicidal watch, you know what I'm saying? There we go.
I
I tell
seen
you what,
all right.
we're going to run out of time. But listen, I tell you what, I'm going to look for you Sunday after this win because it's way overdue. Everybody on the team is pumped up and ready to go. I got a feeling we're popping on all cylinders this weekend. So we'll find out. All right, fam. See you then.
We should. All right, Ronbo. See you
All
later.
right. Night, fam. And the Doc Pop Dragon. Nah, Pop, get on in here, man.
What's up, Ronbo?
Tell you, fam, I mean, you know, we're looking at a must-win situation. Losing is no longer an option. The 49ers got to come out. They sound like they're ready to roll. I don't like rolling without Trent Williams and George Kittle, but it is what it is. They got to find a way to come up with roses. But, Pop, give us your score and amplify as to why you believe that will be the case.
I want to go 12-6 49ers.
12-6. Boy, we're talking another defensive painful watch.
Oh, we're talking likely a bad weather game.
Oh, I forgot about the rain.
Where the defense is going to have to run the ball. So obviously, I think, offense are going to have to run the ball. So I think we get a turnover in their territory this week. That'll lead to a touchdown. I think all the extra points will be missed if they won't be 2-point conversions. That's my prediction. Nasty, dirty game. Nasty and dirty.
They need to tarp that field minutes before
they do whatever they want to it. I mean, I'm hoping they don't have a delay. So, but my understanding is that it's like, over 85% chance it's going to be pretty bad. So that's my understanding.
I want to know how heavy it's going to be myself. Because, if it's just out there light rain, it'll be fine. But if it's like just blatant type hurricane, and okay, my God.
Right. It's going to be a defensive game. And like I said, I'm just hoping, I'm just seeing that, with them being at home, with so much time to plan for this game, it's very difficult for me to see how Shanahan could, lose this game with his play calling. So, everything's got to go right. But I think it's going to be 2 touchdowns to 1 touchdown. And I think we will. I think Jimmy's going to be good for turnover because he usually is. So Jimmy will turn the ball over, and Carson Wentz will turn the ball over.
Yeah, that's what because he
I'm
is
just hoping,
too.
Just hoping for no injuries. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like Jimmy G and Carson Wentz have a lot in common as far as like their demeanors and kind of like where their careers are going. Obviously, Carson Wentz is more mobile, but after what we did to Kyler Murray, I really don't think that.
Yeah, that's not going to help.
I don't think he's going to be running around. I don't think he's going to be running around.
I hope he does, actually. Because when he does, he makes erratic throws.
He'll be fumbling.
Yeah.
Right. But other than that, man, I'm just waiting to see what unfolds. Obviously, I've been checking out social media. People are in a very bad space right now when it comes to 49ers. But I mean, everyone's got hindsight. Hindsight's 20/20. And if the 49ers made one bad move this offseason, they made several. To be honest with you, I think they gave Trent Williams too much money because he's another older player that has injury history. And I think they shouldn't have kept Garoppolo. I think they should have bought somebody else in. I think they should have been more aggressive in the quarterback market in general. But the only thing they've done is essentially kind of divided the locker room into these factions. And the sad part is that it shouldn't even be that way. It shouldn't be that way, but that's just the normal mentality of human beings. Your emotions get involved, and you gravitate to one person over another person, and things like that. And obviously, Jimmy getting hurt didn't help matters. Although it wasn't a major injury, Jimmy can't have a hangnail. It just goes along with that. It goes wrong with that narrative. You know what I'm saying? As far as people calling Jimmy G a bitch and laughing at him and stuff like that. You think Jimmy cares?
No.
I mean,
This man,
I'm sure Jimmy's like, show me
Jimmy,
your bank statement. I'll show you mine.
yeah. Or it just tells whatever, Marcel, you left, so,
Pretty much. No, pretty much. That's just it. Pretty much. It's just like whatever. So I mean, like I said, I don't feel sorry for anyone. I just want to win ball games right now.
Yeah.
That's what I care about. And right now, to me, for we cannot lose this game. This is a playoff game. This is a Super Bowl. They cannot lose. They better be focused. They better be, because
Man, the way
it or
they're
not.
talking, they're definitely focused.
Well, no, I'm just saying they can't. There's just no way they can lose this game. I don't care if it's 3-2. They can't lose this game. They can't do it, because if it happens, it will be a national catastrophe in California, and it's not going to be any kind of like forest fire. It's going to be 49er fans turning over cars. Waiting for Shanahan in the parking lot.
We were supposed to have the picture was supposed to be so much different than it is right now. But Pop, we're going to run out of time. Any closing thoughts?
No, but my closing thought was, again, I thought the 49ers would go 10-7 this year.
It's not over yet.
No, it's not over. It's a lot of games to go. But my final thought is,
It's done that a long time. I love when he goes out and suddenly comes back in. That's a recording. He's got it on a loop. There's no way he could do that.
all day. All right, shout out to production. Come on, faithful, keep it positive, baby. We can do this. Big show. Got a lot of love for the dark side, brother.
I know, George. Show is scary. Actually, in the chat, you can see this darkness area. That show, the dark side. All right, fam. See you Sunday. Woo! And area code 916. Hello. Okay, 916 is coming up blank. Hey, George. Boom, 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 boom. George.
Yo, what up, Ronbo? Can you hear me?
Yes, George, we've not heard you, in fact, for a long time. How you doing?
It was a few weeks. I know. It was last week. I just called. I was pretty drunk.
George, I probably didn't recognize you. Is that right?
But you know what? Like, I heard another George come in, and so I was like, man, there's a good amount of George.
Yeah. George, we're plodding along at a snail's pace. George, is that going to change this week? And why do you think so? Or is it not going to change this week? What are you thinking? Give us a score, too.
Well, it's like one of the callers said, due to the weather, I did hear it is going to rain.
Yeah.
That's going to change things, but it's going to force Shanahan to run the ball, especially because he hates turnovers.
Yeah.
That's why people end up in the doghouse.
Or shipped out. Shanahan will ship you out in a minute.
But one of the things I wanted to say was, like, how Shanahan likes to hold back on his playbook? He should just let it all out. I mean, this is a copycat league. They're going to copy him no matter what. And he should just let it all out, because he's saving it all up for what? We lose anyways. So he just got to release all that playbook, and see what he really has.
George, at times, it doesn't always, a lot of times we all think that, but it doesn't always apply to every defense. I think he's going to pick on the weak spot on that defense, and it may not include a lot of things that are in his playbook. He's got a vast playbook. And remember, everything's a concept off of a concept via Bill Walsh. Every play has several different concepts coming off of it. So one play of Shanahan's playbook, he could use that one play conceptually wise from first quarter to fourth quarter. We'll see what he does, though. Yeah. I like your thinking, though.
But, but he doesn't, though. Sometimes he doesn't pick on on those little things that happen. Like when we played the Cardinals, Simmons went down, and instead of attacking that position there, like some guy just
Screen
came fresh off
passes
the
and things like
bench,
that. Yeah,
he did it.
I
You know,
agree.
he did it. So, and the thing that sucks is that we see it happen to us. One of our players goes down, they pick that spot, and we get burned.
Here comes Dante Johnson.
So,
Where's the ball going next? Everybody knows. God.
Dante. But one of the things, I was just joking around last time on one of the 49ers posts. They're like, why isn't Brandon Ayuk being targeted and whatnot? Joking around, I said, well, maybe we should turn him into cornerback. I mean, he's dropping the balls. He's not doing things right. Maybe we could try him at cornerback. He could be our first-round cornerback. But yeah, that's one of the things I've seen with Brandon Ayuk was that, he makes spectacular catches, but there's the easiest ones is the ones that he's dropping. And we all seen it that if he were to catch that ball, it's all open field, And so I'm sure that frustrates Kyle Shanahan and decides not to rely on him as much, opposed to Debo, where he makes it happen.
Right. And Jimmy will stop trusting the receiver. We've seen that down through the years. The ball won't go that way again. But I've seen him do that, and it always bothers me. Jimmy, go back to him one more time. Give it another shot. It's really, Shanahan doesn't trust the receiver. Jimmy doesn't trust the receiver. Now he's out there getting 4 or 5 catches through 6 weeks of football, So we got something to worry about. Maybe he looked good this week in practice. He'll get a shot.
And the guy I would like to give credit to, that I know that we don't give much credit to because we don't see that side of the ball, but Mitch Wishnowsky, I know last year he went through a slump, sophomore year, but he's back on it.
Kicking it now, isn't he?
We've been getting some good punts, and then I think it was against the Cardinals as well, where he kicked one, and the guy had open field, and he came in with a clean hit, and stopped that from being a touchdown, man.
He does that every year.
And I've been begging people like who do these like hype videos and all these things to do a video of him, highlight the stuff that, like, this guy has like 4 or 5 good hits.
Right? He's got
already in his NFL career, man. Yeah, and he was a former rugby player, so he loves the contact.
And George, like you said, you'll see Mitch run past everybody out there that's trying to make a play. And like, who is that guy? That's Mitch Wishnowsky. He's ran and stopped the dude like, okay, if you guys can't do it, I'll do it myself. Mitch, take care of business.
And one more point with Mitch Wishnowsky is like, before we used to complain that Kyle wouldn't go on 4th down. And then now that he's doing it, it became predictable, and now people are like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? What would have been nice in that game that we tried all the 4th downs was one of them, make him a fake punt. Mitch ran a 4.3, 4.4.
And the dude is
fast.
Tough.
And if you look at the highlight videos, there's a few fake punts that he does and gets the 1st down. So we should try that.
He's going to save it. That's one of the plays. Now, people talk about him. You talk about him saving things. Kyle's going to save that play, and we're going to see it all of a sudden in a very crucial situation. I can feel that coming. Because Mitch, if he pulls that thing down and goes, he's got free reign running because everybody's retreated, and the front line is going one way, but they're going toward the middle. All he's got to do is run around the edge. He's got the speed. You're absolutely right.
Yep. All right. Well, my score is going to be 23-17. On Sunday, I'm going to tune into your In Your Face at Your Place because I'm going to be driving back. I'll be driving back from LA.
All right.
At exactly 5:20, so it takes me like about an hour. So I'll be tuned in with you for about an hour. And then once I get home, I'm sorry, Ronbo, but I got to tune in and watch the game.
I ain't got no
and then
problem
I'll
with
call
that.
after,
All right. I'll give you a shout out
all right, man.
at the beginning of the game. All right, fam.
Oh, for sure, man.
We'll see you
all right,
Sunday.
well, have a good one, man.
All right.
Yeah. Hopefully I'm not that drunk, but
George, you can't get drunk driving. You will not be.
Hey, man, either I'll get drunk because we won or because we lost, man. And obviously when we lose, yeah.
All right, fam.
After the game.
We'll see you there.
All right, man. Have a good night, man.
You too. Night, George.
All right, have a good one.
Oh, Sharon, out.
Hey, Ronbo.
Sharon, there's machinery running behind you. At first, I thought you were maybe at the beauty salon getting some kind of conditioning. What is going on there? That's pretty loud. But Sharon,
Hold on.
we're looking at Sunday's game, and we're wondering, what are you thinking? What needs to happen? What will happen? And what's going to be the score coming from you and Mom?
Well, the conditions are really going to be bad here because we're supposed to be getting a whole lot of rain plus some storms, they said, to come in. So, due to that, I think the game is going to go. I think we're going to win this game because I think they want to win. I think they got that motivation and they got that positive vibe and they're all hyped up and everything. So I think it's going to be turned around. I think they're tired of the losing streak and then, you know, we got JaMycal Hasty back and
just in time for the running game.
And
at home, Sharon, you can't get beat at home 3 times. Come on, guys. Have some shame.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh.
But I know it's going to be like pretty wet out there, and there'll be some fumbles and things like that going on. But
and we need some takeaways.
They probably need to cover the field. Yeah. So I think it's going to be. I think Jimmy's going to have a good game. I think really Nick Bosa's going to have a hell of a game because he's going to go after that quarterback.
Sharon, when you watch Nick Bosa do interviews, do you find yourself laughing? Nick kills me.
I find myself laughing all the time, and he's so hilarious. Yes.
Nick is so laid
he
back.
Kills me.
Nick, wake
He's
up,
so
Nick. You're in the
humble.
middle of an interview.
Right? And he's so humble and laid back, but he's funny as hell.
I know. Do you hear what he's talking about, D'Amico Ryans? He's cool. You know, I don't like coaches that get more frustrated than the players.
Yeah, it's a video. Yeah.
I like Nick, would you?
Yeah. Nick's a character.
Out of it. Would you? God. But then he plays on the field. He's
"Where
like an
are you,
animal.
Nick?"
Yeah. Anyway.
I think it should be an overall good game. I think Jimmy's going to have a hell of a game and
he's overdue.
And stuff like that. So this is his last year, so he's going to go out fighting.
You know what's so funny, Sharon, that you mentioned that? Jimmy, if he looks awesome this weekend, I'm going to conclude that he really doesn't like the platoon system. You know what I mean? He's human. I know he doesn't, but he's putting on, he could be an actor. Jimmy looks good enough to be an actor, right? He could go right to Hollywood next year. Forget about football. Because the guy's acting like everything's okay out there. I'm fine. You know, big smile on the face all the time. He brings the ball all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Really well.
Get in the tray. I'd be pissed. I would. I really would. But Jimmy's not. Nothing to say about it. So, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll find out this week. He's got to look good.
I think we should have a good game this weekend. I think we come up with the win.
What kind of score you got?
With the weather conditions, I'm going 23-12.
All right. Because our guys are defensively, we got no issues. The Colts got no business, especially Carson Wentz stands back there, takes a long time.
I heard their defense is not all that good anyway.
The Colts, they rank pretty low in every category. So, we should be able to get a good practice in on them as far as doing some things that, some people said we don't open up the playbook enough. You may open it up this Sunday, if you can. The weather doesn't permit it, though.
It just may be.
So, I want to see that run game. It's going to really take off. We got two of the quickest guys on the team.
Mom says 24-17.
Yeah. Everybody, I got him getting 17 points, if for no other reason by an accident or something. So. Hey,
we'll see what happens, but.
Wanda Brown, that's a good point. T.Y. Hilton may not be such a big deal in that rainy condition either, Sharon.
No, because it's going to be wet and slippery, and then it's going to be a little windy because we're supposed to get some wind here, too.
Uh-oh.
So they're going to have to hold the ball and everything because it's going to be so windy that night.
And you got Mom's got 24-17. Sharon, what is your score again?
Yes. 23-12.
Okay, 23-12. All right. And all right. So, what else you want to add? Because we're gonna go.
Pretty much everybody, stays faithful, stay Niners strong. We got this.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. We're gonna
Trust
see you,
the
Sharon,
process.
and give you and Mom big
All right,
props.
Rombo.
All right. Have a great
All
night.
right,
See you
Rombo. I
Sunday.
will. Sunday's her birthday, too, so.
Oh, we're gonna sing happy birthday and a winning celebration way
Yeah,
too.
we got to win on her birthday.
Got to. All right, Sharon.
All right,
Have a
Rombo.
great night.
All right, bye.
Oh man. And Mr. Let's see, Katamuchi. Is that Katamuchi? Where have I heard that before? Let's go, Brandon. Mr. Katamuchi. Thanks a lot. And so Nick, I'm not eating any carbs, and I make up with the carbs. So, Rakim Jamani, hey Robert, we got this. We rested some of our wounds, have healed. 49ers 34, Colts 17. Wouldn't it be fun if 49ers did start romping and look like the offense fun? It's looked disjointed all season to me. All season. I said, 49ers, you guys don't look like, what do you guys do during the week for practice? It doesn't look like you guys worked out. Everything's off. Timing's bad. Everything's off. What is it? Hey, Derek. And if you're gonna give me a diet direction, Nick, what would it be? You gotta be disciplined. And I'm gonna work on my Nick Bosa because Nick's starting to make me laugh so hard every time he talks. It's like Tony said. Him and his brother smoke some of the best stuff in California, and California's got some great stuff. Speaking of which, Niner Mike, get in here, man. How was I on that subject? And all of a sudden I see Niner
Forget
Mike's name.
about it, Ronbo. Forget about it. What the hell's going on over there?
Mike, man, we're trying to figure out. It's time to stop losing, Mike. Everybody's scared to death as we sit back having fun with this. But Niners lose again, it's going to be really bad.
I hope so, Ronbo, because I'm going to be out there, and I got to tell you what, I'm
You sitting in the rain?
I'm not trying to be in the rain for an L.
Ain't that the truth?
Ronbo?
I do know.
Oh, forget about it. I'm hoping it's really just going to rain during the day, and then in the evening time there, it'll be all right. That's what I'm really hoping for.
That's right.
But,
that could happen.
We'll see how it goes, Ronbo. We'll see how it goes. I'm a little concerned. Listen, I'm a little concerned because we got Trent Williams being down. That means we're going to have a friggin' rookie protecting Fragilio back there. Fragilio. Jimmy Fragilio. And he's got a rookie protecting his blind side, Ronbo. And I don't know. I don't friggin' know. And then let's be honest, all right? Buckner's going to be in there on some friggin' vendetta, all right?
I keep forgetting about him, too.
At least once or twice, he's going to try to punish Jimmy. He's going to try to come up the middle and destroy Alex Mack. And then, I got to say this, Ronbo, I really don't understand some of the decision-making that's been going on lately with John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. Case in point, all right, they're going to start the rookie, possibly, the rookie guard, Aaron Banks, against the week you're going against, obviously one of the top defensive tackles in all of football already. But then he's got a personal chip on his shoulder on top of that. And this is the week you decide to start the rookie kid. I don't know, Ronbo. Doesn't sound too friggin' smart to me, if you know what I mean. But, I guess Daniel, I guess the 32nd ranked guard in the NFL isn't that much better, right, Ronbo?
What do you got to lose, right?
Shit.
I mean, it can't get any worse.
Yeah, what do you got to lose? You got the 32nd ranked tackle and the 33rd ranked right guard. Get the frig out of here. Forget about it, Ronbo. I don't know.
But did you hear what McGlinchey said about it? McGlinchey said, we got the most complicated set of movements probably in the NFL. He's having to learn that.
Complicated set of movements. There's no friggin' listen. when I hear shit like that, it really makes me want to just reach back with my farthest hand, just all the way back,
all down to the
all
dirt
the way
and come back up.
slap the Gerber baby face off of friggin' Mike McGlinchey. All right, I mean, forget about it, Ronbo. What the hell is what kind of an extra movement is it to drop back in friggin' pass protection? All right. You either freaking kick your right freaking leg out and drop back properly, or you get ran the frig over, which happens far too often for Mike friggin' McGlinchey. I don't know, Ronbo. That type of talk really gets me all fired up because it's not. You don't have to even be a football guy to know that he gets beat several times every game. I mean, every friggin' game. Forget about it. I don't know. But I don't know. What do you think, Ron? But what's the overall? What do you think the prediction's going to be for this game? What do you got?
You know what? Before I realized somebody said something about the rain, I said 27 to 17. I don't know. I should bring that down maybe to 21 at least.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be that high scoring, Ronbo. Although I will say this, for what it's worth, the friggin' Colts, they're just as banged up as we are, maybe even a little bit more. You know what I mean? So, I mean, who knows? Maybe Jimmy G goes out there and has one of his, wonder man games. He's always
like he did against the Saints. That was a wonder game.
Yeah, usually does it on prime time. He likes to have a good game here and there. We'll see how it turns out, Ronbo. That's for sure.
That game, Mike, you mentioned that game against the Packers is actually the first time he's ever lost on Sunday night, and he almost won that one. So, Sunday night might be a sting. Yeah. Exactly.
So hopefully we'll see. I've had good experiences on Sunday night. Let me look on my friggin' table here in the office. Knock on wood, all right? I've had some good experiences on Sunday night football, Ronbo, and I hope it stays that way. I'm just going to say this, I think it's going to be a run-heavy game with JaMycal Hasty coming back, and then hopefully if we could get Elijah Mitchell and Hasty going, then maybe we could finally get some freaking play-action passes and get some guys running open downfield and help out Virgilio as much as we can. You know what I mean, Ronbo?
And just extension, just drop off short passes to those running backs, too, because the linebackers can't deal with both of them. They're just too much. Just don't get complicated, Kyle. Just stay basic.
Too much, Ronbo, too much. I'm going to call it like this, all right? I'm going to say the score 21-17, 49ers eke it out, and hopefully kickstart a win streak after breaking the 3-game skid.
Finally, that's what it would be. I like that. And run off 5 in a row.
That's what it'll be. Hey, that would be nice. That would be nice. I wish we were playing the freaking sea scum without Russell Wilson, but it looks like he's probably going to be back for that game.
No way. I think we play them very soon, actually, again. He ain't going to be back in no 4 weeks like he's talking about. That's a joke. No way.
We'll see, Ronbo. We'll see. Right. We'll see. Hopefully we can get Kittle back, and he can earn some of that big money he's making over there, and be on the field. That would be nice too, But anyway, all right, Ronbo, I'll let you get to the next call. I appreciate it. Shout out to you. Shout out to the faithful. If you're in here and you're gonna be at the game, all right, maybe I'll run into you. I hope all of you have a safe weekend, and I hope we get this dub. All right, Ronbo?
Got to get it, Mike. And because you're out there, too, that's why they're going to get a dub. I just know it.
I hope so. All right, Ronbo. Forget about it. You have a good night over there.
All right, Mike. Have a great time, fam. All right. There it goes. Forget about it. Mike's got it all figured out. And Michael McGlinchey is not on his list of favorite people. God. Hey, Derek. Derek, come on in, D. Come on in, D.
Ronbo, I'm here, man.
All right. Well, Derek, man, we're looking at all the variables involved in this game. We know that Trent Williams is not going to be playing. We already know George Kittle was not going to be playing. We got a couple of our running backs back, so that should help implement what Kyle Shanahan likes to do, because we have found out, as you know, Derek, if we don't run, Kyle has no idea of what to do after that. So, what do you think is going to happen here and why?
Yeah, Ronbo. First off, hell of a show, Ronbo. Good to see you on the air
Thanks,
always. Red and
Thanks.
gold. You're welcome. And thank you. But first and foremost, I'm gonna go 28-14 Niners. I think we're a lot better at running than they are. If it is raining, I think I still give us a leg up. Also, people stop shitting on Jimmy because I remember 2019. Got to go back to 2019 because that was the sample. There was wasn't there 3 games in a row where he had to do it without Mike McGlinchey and Joe Staley?
Yeah.
They were both out at the same time, and we won both. I think we won 2 of those 3 games.
Yeah.
Right?
Against some very hardcore
he's gone
teams.
through. Yeah, and he's gone through stretches without people and made it happen. We've done it without Juice. We've done it without Kittle, and we've done it without Staley, without Mike, and it was all Jimmy. Say what you want about him. You know, he doesn't hear the noise. He doesn't even care, apparently.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
But, yeah,
Derek,
come
remember
on.
one
Can we
thing.
have some faith,
No,
please?
you just mentioned
Detroit
some good
versus
things.
everybody.
I'm glad I was on the line for that. Thank you. Now put the bag back on your head.
We got to start giving
Get outta
awards.
here.
Whoever's on the phone when he comes in. When Don Burke comes in, we got to give out prizes. You're a winner.
Geez.
But, here's the thing. Nobody remembers anything good. A large
They don't care,
majority.
Ronbo.
Nobody remembers when Jimmy does good things, but they never forget any mistakes. That's the way it is with him, and he's got to deal with that. But that's why he never, as you say, he never reacts to any of the noise. So he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
I've always believed in him. I've also been an advocate of, the decision making has been questionable, at best. I mean, we have 5 years to look back at now with this regime, and the protection has always been spotty. You know what I mean? Outside of Mike McGlinchey, who did we go out and draft? What did we do to fortify the line for real, other than pick
Trent.
up used players?
Yeah.
Yeah, who else?
Hey,
Trent,
Derek,
Mike. Mike was the only one we drafted.
Add to that the receiver core that we've had in 5 years. That's what I'm saying, Ron.
That's
why I started taking up for him. So, you guys.
Thank you.
Look at some of the other quarterbacks in the league, what they got, and look what he's got. So that's why I say,
Exactly.
fine. I quit though. I'm done.
The thing is, I agree, but it's like I got to ride with the guy till he's out of here, Ron. But you got to look at what he was given to work with, not just who he is. Then you got to do this whole learn the playbook, and I don't trust you. And then when you get to like somebody like Marquise Goodwin, he missed numerous games because of family stuff. I get it, but it's like, dude, stop shitting on the guy like he's been over here with a star-studded team the whole time. This shit has never been right, Ronbo. Excuse me for saying that, but it's never been right. Who they go on? Dante Pettis and Jalen
Sanders. Look, Emmanuel Sanders.
Exactly.
And when we did get him, look what happened. And that's and he's not a number one type, but he's
rocket
good.
Science.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's solid, and he's still doing the same thing now. Guess what? Somewhere else.
But
and it's like if you're not gonna
with Buffalo. No, I was saying, but look at now with Debo. Now all of a sudden, Debo's come around, and look where he is in the rankings.
Yeah.
See, I look at all of it. I don't just look at one thing. Debo's a star now because he is a star.
Exactly. But the thing too, Ronbo, is Brandon Ayuk last year. I said it what was that, Wednesday?
Got to come around.
He looked fine last year. Now he's not learning, and he's not come on. Because the next thing that we know that we don't need is Debo's going to get overworked and he's going to get hurt. Then guess what?
God, don't say it. Oh,
I can't. I mean, but that's what it. I said something about it weeks ago about him going downfield. Why do you think he doesn't go downfield all the time? Because his damn hamstrings might give out.
It's
not rocket science.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you got guys you could use, you don't. So a lot of it comes down to Shanahan. You got to trust these players. It's not fair to everybody. Us the faithful too. You got to use them.
And George Kittle being out a lot of the time. So, it's really, that's why I've always said, you can bring whatever quarterback you want to in there, unless a guy's surrounded by talent. Do you remember that year Tom Brady suffered in 2019? He didn't have any wide receivers.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers,
nobody.
2017 season, or 2018 season, Aaron Rodgers didn't have any receivers. He went 9-7 in a tie. It depends on how the team is assembled. It's not always one guy.
Exactly, because it's proven that, you could be as good a quarterback as you want, but if you don't have the weapons, it doesn't matter.
You're going to get beat.
You know, it's not rocket science, Ronbo.
Yeah.
It's just like the Jimmy thing just keeps coming up. Like because it's like you don't, if he doesn't trust the running back, they get pulled. And it's like, damn, well, how do you think that makes the quarterback feel? If he has any kind of camaraderie with these people, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, well, Marquise Goodwin, they were all right, and then he got cut or whatever. He stopped playing, and it's just, think about it. It takes time to build up this unit, right? And if you keep moving pieces, you know what I'm saying, Ronbo? What's that old saying, Ronbo? You can't. Hey, if you float to every boat, you'll never hit shore. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop at some point. You know what I'm saying?
It does. It has. You know, new bodies coming in every year, learning things, and they're not ready.
Exactly. But I think we can do this.
But we're gonna win this.
But we
weekend.
gotta believe, man. You gotta believe, and that goes for Shanahan. You gotta believe in the guys you got.
Yeah, just trust them. We're gonna get there. Well, anyway, Derek, awesome stuff. I really,
yes, sir.
I do. I'm looking for you Friday. Look at this. I'll see you Sunday night.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be talking about. Look, we did it. We did it. We're ready. We're ready.
Hey, yes, that's what I'm hoping, Ronbo. Red and gold. Keep it going.
There you go. Thanks, Derek. Talk to you later.
Have a good night, Ronbo.
You too.
You got it.
And it's Casey. Hey, Casey. Casey.
Yo, what's shaking, Ronbo?
Casey, man, we're looking at this game like we do on Friday night, man. We're tired of losing, Casey. Are we going to continue losing, or will sunshine again upon the Empire? What are you thinking?
Well, probably not tomorrow because it's going to, or on Sunday, it's
I forgot.
probably
No
going to rain.
Sunshine, right?
But,
wrong metaphor. And we played at nighttime, too, so there's going to be no sunshine no matter what. Bravo! Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be, it's scheduled for Bill Withers, not Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Ain't no sunshine when we lose.
No, they're going to do good. They're going to get back on track, especially if they got Elijah out there. And
Hasty.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be fine. Sunday night, they're good. My only hope is that Jimmy finishes the game, on both his feet.
Because you don't have Trent Williams out there. But you know what? The new guy that we picked up on the edge, he's not fantastic, but he's not trash. Let's see what he looks like. Jimmy's got to do what he does.
You mean?
Jimmy, get rid of the ball and get rid of it quickly.
What new guy?
Left tackle is going to be taking Trent Williams' place. I don't know why I can't think of his name all of a sudden. Guess I don't mention his name.
I thought Trent's playing.
Yeah, maybe not. He's questionable or doubtful, so they're still going to leave him on. If he comes in tomorrow, says,
"Oh, he's doubtful."
Yeah, he comes in Sunday.
Well, doesn't he have a sprained ankle
and elbow? These guys all banged up. Yeah, sprained ankle. He's had a sprained ankle before though, and played.
San Francisco 40 injuries.
Yeah, got more than that though. 49 injuries. God.
Good Lord, Ronbo. That's crazy.
Anyway.
Trent just got like a $130 million contract.
I know Pop just got to complaining about his salary, got overpaid.
Kyle's got to rest him, man. Yeah, Kyle's probably got to rest him because, oh, Lord. I mean, Ronbo, I'm concerned, man. I feel like it's going to be really good or really bad. I feel like we might see Jerry Sudfeld out there,
No, they'll make it. They'll make it. Especially running the ball as much as they're going to. Jimmy's not going to get hurt. What are the odds? This
could be really bad if Jimmy gets hurt. They got Trey hurt. Then, Sudfeld's out there, and then maybe next week they start Sanu.
No. I think on the pecking order, I think Juice is the next quarterback. Maybe Sanu's better. I don't know. He's taller, I guess.
Sanu has a career 158.3 quarterback rating. And I loved his passer rating, whatever it is. I love to throw that out there.
So you got two quarterbacks, then you got Juice and you got Sanu. And you never know who else is on the team that might be able to do that.
Sanu might have a better deep ball than Jimmy Ronbo.
Maybe. I mean, most people think everybody's got a better deep ball than Jimmy. You and I can go out there and do a better deep ball. So,
No.
I think, though, this game is going to be pretty much, it's going to be raining, I got a feeling that there's going to be a lot of running in this game and short, Jimmy's going to be able to get rid of the ball quick. I think it's going to be a lot of short passes to the running backs and Debo. And because our team is built for that. These guys are all yak masters, right? So we also should be fine in the rain, I think. We're going to see.
That's what I'm saying. It could be a lot of sacks and a lot of running, or it could just be a lot more of the Levi's, massacre that has been the last 2 seasons. I mean,
more guys dropping like flies.
Until further notice, we still have a coach who's, having trouble making the right 4th down decisions, and so
I know, I just wish some of these decisions everybody's looking back on, but I don't know. I'd love to hear what Kyle says about it, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you love to say, Kyle, that 4th down situation when blah 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 took place? He'd probably leave you feeling like, oh, okay, I get that. Because right now, looking at it, sometimes it doesn't make sense. We'll see what he does this week.
No, and you know what? Like I think you made a great point about how Kyle wants Trey to do certain things before he does other things, or we don't know exactly what Kyle's thinking and whatnot. But that 4th down call, with Jimmy on the sideline in the bye week, for him to go for it there and then follow it up with the field goal with 4 minutes left. I don't know. I want I want it to be crisp. I want it to look like the San Francisco 49ers, and it's just looked so college for so long, like when it's not working, so.
They look bad all season long. It looks like they can't execute. They seem to be doing things disjointed, bad timing. Windows are opening and closing. And not only Trey, I've seen that happen with Jimmy too. The window's open, give me the ball. Oh, too late. Now what? And that's when Trey takes off running. And I said, I was hoping he wasn't going to get hurt. I didn't think he was going to get hurt. And then finally he hits into Simmons. Simmons got hurt worse than Trey could actually say, yeah, my may hurt, but you should see the other guy, right? Because Simmons left with a concussion, I think. Trey's alone coming around that corner, man. You don't want to be in front of that train. So,
God. Yeah, and I think the game definitely favors the 49ers, especially if Carson Wentz is hurt.
He's always hurt.
I mean,
but he plays anyway.
I think it could be like 33-6, or it could be like 14-7. Just
remember, it's raining. The score may be affected by that. But which one do you want? I'm gonna put you down for something. What do you want to put down?
I'll take the 33-6.
All right. See, I like to think big. All right.
Yeah, Sunday night, man.
All right, and the rain could stop.
Sunday night at home.
36. Yeah.
To get Elijah Mitchell going, maybe Elijah gets 2 touchdowns.
We start burning up the clock. I like it. All right. Say hi to Don Bird before you say goodbye.
I think I'll take a pass. I'll have to pass on this one.
I'll see you Sunday.
I'm not sure who Don Burr is.
Nobody does.
I want to hear more Splendiferous. If Splendiferous is listening, tell Splendiferous to call in.
He's probably
all
out
right,
there.
Ronbo. Take it easy, man.
Night, Casey. It's the Lions versus the world. Hey. What do you got here? Barack O'Leary, happy 66 B-Day. Is this one of those things like you're in a restaurant and with a bunch of friends and the restaurant comes over and brings a big cake? Happy birthday to you. First of all, that's too much birthday, and my birthday's in July. But Barack, I'll wait for it then. My God. I'm going to die right here on the show. Hey, JaMycal. 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 J-Bun's got the happy birthday going too. Guys, can't you tell I'm a summertime guy? There's no way I'd be born in the month of October. That's one of those months where, is anybody having a birthday? Sharon's mom's going to have a birthday. I'm not going to say anything then. Jamal, where's Jamal? Okay, well, let's give Jamal some more time.
Ronbo.
You got to swallow that stuff, right?
Hey, Ronbo.
JaMycal, come on in, man.
Hey, Ronbo.
Yes.
Hey, how you doing?
JaMycal, it's like worried, I'm trying to stay confident and believe that nothing bad's going to happen Sunday. And I really do. But, you got that creepy sensation of we should have been fair last week and the week before and the week before, and we found a way to come up short. Small, just barely short, but we did come up short.
Say Detroit versus everybody.
JaMycal, you want to say hi to Don Burr? Because Detroit versus everybody.
God, we gonna be I'm praying for you, man. Cause you touched in the head, dude.
I was hoping you would say that.
Yeah, he is touched in the head. It's like, oh my God, it's like what Joe Clark told Sam on the roof.
Yeah.
Smoke crack, don't you? Smoke crack, don't you? Look at what he done. Don't you smoke crack? Go ahead, Dante, boy, does it? It kills your brain cells, so it kills your brain cells.
It's not a high grade.
Stop messing around with it. Do the Now go on, jump.
Anyway, JaMycal, give me some insights.
Yeah.
What's happening this weekend, man? I mean, what's it looking like to you?
My score to me, and we're going to be outside in the rain, like, what's that group, the Dramatics. But, I'm going to say 24-13 is my score. Defense has been carrying us the whole time. I think with Jimmy, the more proven quarterbacks, this is who he's proven. When he's in there, we win. So he's going to lead us. It's going to be a running ground study game. We have Mitchell back and Hastings. And I think it's going to be a running ground game.
Mm-hmm.
I think we probably need a run game going.
Or
short passes in there.
Mm.
Even with Kittle out of there, I think Dwelling picks up the slack still. And I think Kyle Shanahan is going to be have a game plan because he knows we are in the faithful. We've been getting on him and his play calling in the last few games, and then we can get on the team as a whole executing. It's not. He can have all of the game plan he wants, but the team got to go up there and execute too.
Get it done. And players got to be thinking that way too. They're messing up. Do your job. Come on.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And I think they will. And then they after losing 3 straight, they don't want to lose no more. And coming off the bye week, I know they lost some players, but Indy's just as bad as we are. So
can't use that for an excuse.
Worse.
Yeah.
Right, and so they won't. So I think we get it done. Is Monday Night Football
Sunday?
It's televised Monday Night Football, and I think we get it done, and we get this itch off our backs and start fresh again. So I think we get this win and. Head to Chicago and get ready for Justin
Well, that's right.
Fields.
It's Chicago. I was trying to figure out what's after this. It's Chicago. That's right.
Chi-town, yep.
Yeah. Bring your long johns. So yeah, we're ready to go.
Right. Oh yeah, and before I get out of here, I want to let you know I'm so glad Race came and visited me yesterday. Now, I told you I had the Fire Stick on the back of my TV. I just couldn't get my remote paired. He came in and got it paired for me.
He synced it all up?
I started watching the movie.
All right.
Yeah, he went ahead and did it. So I've been watching movies on the Fire Stick. I'm so happy. It was good, man. I'm up here watching old Richard Pryor, Which Way Is Up? Yeah,
that's entertainment.
Nobody said, he's the he's the go comedian, man. So,
God, I know, man, just unbelievable. Everything about him. Oh,
Everything, bro.
God. I tell
And
you what,
with
then.
that, I'm gonna see you guys Sunday night, and everybody be blessed. I love you all. TNT family, Denise, love y'all. Everybody, love y'all, man.
Hey,
And
I
stay
mean,
prayed up.
yeah.
Stay prayed up. It's all about him. So,
There you go. All right, fam.
all right, fam.
And we all love you back, too, fam. We'll see you Sunday. Enjoy that fire stick.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right now.
Night, JaMycal. It's the Lions versus the world. Hey, let us go leave Detroit as we float out into a more pleasant area called the Blue Waters of Hawaii. Aloha, Tony.
Aloha, Ronbo. How you doing on this fine Aloha
Tony,
Friday?
as we always are on Friday night, it's a very weird feeling. You know, you got this gnawing going on inside because you don't want any more disappointment. You can't stand it. We don't want to be like saying things like over in Denver 4 in a row. Is there a problem?
Oh, boy.
You know? Oh, God. But Tony, give us a picture here now. What are you thinking about Sunday? What are you expecting? What are some of the pitfalls that you may anticipate coming up? Or give us some pluses too. We do pitfalls all the time, Tony. Give us some
Pitfalls
positives.
and pluses. Give us some
Yes.
positives. All right. Well, okay. Well, the pitfalls, I think I'm in line here with Papa Dragon as he did note the rain. So I do think it is going to be a lot more low-scoring game. And I personally would like to see it be a game where Kyle goes with heavier sets. This seems like it might be a good game for Trey Sermon because he seems to be a bigger running back than Elijah Mitchell. And I'd like to see them, grind that play clock every single time they have the ball down, just to
wear
control
that defense out.
Yeah, wear that defense out. Exactly. Now, in terms of positives, you know what? We've had 2 weeks to prepare for the Colts, which is definitely a good thing. I also think that from what I heard from Deebo Samuel today, Brandon Ayuk had a really good week of practice, so things might be looking on the up and up in terms of maybe Ayuk emerging from the doghouse. So those are two good things to watch. I do want to talk pitfalls though. Yeah. Well, the thing I'm most worried about though is the Colts offensive line, especially their interior offensive line against our interior defensive line, because we don't have Javon Kinlaw anymore. It sounds like he might go on IR for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And Maurice Hurst is also going back to IR, I believe, which is I mean, he hasn't contributed at all this season, but he was depth. So we have DJ Jones and Contavious Street, who DJ Jones is a solid nose tackle, but Street is a bit of an undersized defensive tackle. And so I think that with Quentin Nelson coming back for the Colts, the thing I'm most worried about is Jonathan Taylor being able to run up the middle against our defensive line. Now, if it rains, and if we are able to control the ball, and if we were able to assert ourselves with a lot more power runs, I think, and I do think too, because we're missing George Kittle, we should look at some 6 offensive lineman sets to really just try to control that line of scrimmage, especially if the weather is totally nasty, and look to a similar game plan as we had in Washington a couple of years ago. Well, that was a Jeff Wilson Jr. game, if you recall. Yeah. So I honestly think this is shaping up very, very well for Trey Sermon. So in terms of score prediction, I think the Niners are going to pull this one out. I think I'm saying San Francisco 49ers are going to win this game. I'm going to say 16-6. I think it's going to be
That's a rainy day.
It's a rainy day game. Yeah. And if we are able to go up by 2 scores, that will be great for our defense, because if we go up by 2 scores and we can figure out a way to get some offense early, which I don't know how we're going to be able to do that. The offense has sort of struggled to move the ball this year in the first half. But if we can go up by 2 scores, that is when Carson Wentz becomes a sitting duck for Nick Bosa. But we need to be able to go up by that much so we can sort of scale back. And in terms of our defensive game plan, we have to do to the Colts what other teams have been doing to us all season, which is clogging up all the running lanes early. So running, whether it's stuffing all the gaps, running run blitzes, whatever it is, I think they are going to try to run it down our throats, because they are getting their generational left guard back this week in Quentin Nelson. And so that has me concerned. But I think we have home field advantage. and the defense has been playing very well. Even without Trent Williams, I think we'll be able to. I think if we bring in some extra offensive linemen, those heavier sets, maybe some more Werner as well to be upfront blocking. I think that is what is going to be the key, and we're going to need to control the clock. What do you think about that, Ronbo?
I think that's exactly right, because if you grind that defense down, grind them down, pretty soon they start to soften up, and you can get away with the scat backs, Hasty and Mitchell. And I tell you something else, too. You mentioned, I just realized something about Taylor. Fred Warner's talked about Taylor, and they have something that goes back a little ways. They're going to be looking to up each other, right? So look for Warner to be really dedicated on this game to stopping his buddy.
We got to see it. We got to see it. I mean, the other thing I think also in terms of upside for us is I do believe the Colts lost their starting safety for the year to an Achilles tear.
They did Wednesday.
Yeah, so that I wish it wasn't raining, Ronbo. If it wasn't raining, I think we'd smoke them. I really do.
Away. Yeah.
But because of the rain, I think it's going to be a lot more ball control game, because I know that front seven that they have is really good. And so the rain really does benefit the Colts. And oh boy, but all it takes is one or two really good, well-timed, 15-yard plus passes. And we can, we can get some big explosive, hopefully pass plays out of that by setting it up with a run. But man, I wish it wasn't raining, because if it wasn't raining, I think it would play much better for us.
Yeah, Yassine's out too. So a safety and a cornerback. I forget the safety's name, but he's special. And with both of them out, it would be time to exploit them through the air, especially when we're talking Debo. Debo exploits the best of them. You're going to put down a second or third grade guy out there? Oh, Debo's going to shred him. So we'll find out, Tony.
Yes, we will, Ronbo.
Oh, God.
All right. Good talking to you today, sir. Aloha.
Hey, always fun, Tony. I'll see you Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Night, Tony. Here he goes. It's on there. NorCal refrigeration and HVAC. Weatherman says it's a cyclone. Bomb for Sunday, level 5. And he says no BS. We don't get that kind of weather conditions in Cali. Are you serious? I haven't even seen that report. Rakib says, hey, we got this. We rested some of our wounds, have healed 49ers. We already did that one. Yeah, I'm supposed to be over here anyway. Rakib, thanks again. Splendiferous. Gotta love the name. He came up with that. I have no idea. Splendiferous.
Yo.
Split, come on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
All right.
It's Friday night.
Yes, it is. That it is. And I hear Tony. I hear what he's talking about. But the most important thing I've heard nobody talk about so far is that is Robbie Gould playing? Or what's the situation with the kicker? In rainy games, your kicker
serious.
is the most important player out there.
Slipping and falling and kicking to the left and right because he couldn't get his ground footing right. I'm pretty sure if I had to bet the difference, he ain't playing. Robbie is sitting back on the sidelines or out at the golf course somewhere doing benefits or whatever he likes to do. Yeah.
So now, and that's going to be the most important thing, because in order to score in a rainy game, especially if our running backs aren't able to get much traction or the offensive line is out there slipping around and, the defensive guys are just pushing them down and getting by easily, the 3 points become really, really important. It's going to be who can score the most field goals in this game. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do they have a good kicker over there? I don't even know. Who is that?
I'm not sure, because I thought their kicker missed the kick in that Baltimore game.
It was at the Baltimore game, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy
played,
he looks solid. So in that last game, so maybe he'll hold up. I really don't know what he's like in weather conditions like what we're talking about, though. You got a good point there.
Right. And I mean, our backup kicker, he looks pretty good. But I'm telling you, man, them 3 points are going to be huge in this game, man, because, I mean, it's going to be like a rain fest like it was in Washington. Oh. If it turns out to be like that, or, if the conditions can clear up in the later part of the night or the evening, get better, or it might get worse. It's still going to come down to, and Jimmy can throw the ball pretty good in the rain. The rainy games usually favor the offense because, the defensive guys, they usually slip around a little bit more, trying to make sure they stay with these guys when they go in their cut.
It gives a little added time. That's true. You know what? I think our field drains a little better than what we're giving it credit for. It's not like that field out in Washington, that's a dinosaur. So the water just pools up out there like a lake. This field is not as bad.
That field in Washington has claimed careers. you know what I'm saying?
It's really bad.
The thing about this is I've been thinking about Mike Person and how much I miss Mike Person, man, because it's as bad as he was, we broke big runs on that right side when he was out there next to McGlinchey, man.
Yeah,
as a right tackle, I kept saying, yeah, pretty good, man. And you know what I'm saying? And I gave him a lot of hell because, he would get beat. Yeah, there you go, too. That, too. But, I just felt like he could have done a lot better in pass protection. But on the run game, he was spot on, man. I mean, Mostert was going around that right side a lot. He broke most of his big runs on that right side when we had Mike Person.
And Splin, as bad as McGlinchey is, that fool can run block, though. Don't ask you to protect him, nothing. But when it comes to going down the field, road grading, McGlinchey and Person were dead. Well, they were rough that year, weren't they? They were good.
I'm telling you, and our left side, man, has been the most reliable. But now I'm questioning because Trent Williams is not going to be playing. So I'm looking for our defense when K1 comes back. I'm looking for our defense to take it up on their self to create more turnovers and even try to score off of some of them turnovers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, K1's back this week. Sunday night, he'll be out there.
Yeah, so they're going to be pushing, and when K1's on the field, he forces guys to go away from them. He would force the quarterback into making bad throws.
Because he plays off script. And JaMycal, just like Robert Saleh, you do what you do, and let's go. There's no set instructions for K1. Yeah.
And he has the freedom to do that. If he sees something, which he's pretty good at that. He's pretty good at coming off the defender when he sees it.
Yep. So we got.
So
the defense.
You know what I'm saying? The offensive line, I say Trey Sermon is going to have to wear them guys down a little bit, and then they got to put in the speedster.
So before they know what
they got to switch it up. When them guys are standing around with their hands on their hips trying to catch that breath, okay, here comes JaMycal Hasty.
Bam! Too late. Look at that jump cut. Oh, God, I'd love to watch him do that. It's been also
right in the face, and I'm saying. Charlie Warner was the best run blocker in college football. Why if the running game is struggle, why is Charlie Warner not out there?
See, these are questions we all would like to sit and have a conference, not a media conference, but a fan conference. We want to ask a few questions, and you ask that question. I'd love to hear, especially Mike McDaniel. He'd have an explanation for it too. Mike can work around the question for 5 minutes before he answers. I love when he does that. He won't answer.
And this is the thing about it. That was one of the main things they were bragging about this guy about. Oh man, he was an excellent run blocker. But in the preseason, he proved that he can catch passes too.
Yeah.
So
nice catch,
you can't just classify him as a run blocker.
Good hands. And you don't have George Kittle out there? Use him, guys. They don't know anything about him because he never plays.
Right, and you got it. And being that Dwelly is already proven, let Warner prove himself too. Let him go down the field and catch some of these passes over the middle.
But I got Dwelly coming up with a TD this week. What do you think? Am I right on that?
Oh, I think you're 100% right on that. But I think Charlie Warner, he's so tall, man. You see some of these Colts linebackers, they got short linebackers.
Hey,
so I think. Right away, you can just play. You can play a game of basketball with them guys.
Both of them, Warner
box them out and just throw it up to them.
Exactly. And also, I got DJ Jones with a sack. It takes a long time to throw the ball. He's one of the slowest in the league. It is indeed Carson Wentz. I got a feeling if Carson can stand back there looking around and coming up with a long wind up and and taking a long time to get the ball, he will be eating mud and grass all evening long. I got a feeling there's going to be a few sacks this week on him. So.
But he's not great in the rainy conditions either, because when he winds up to throw that ball, sometimes he throws it and it slips out of his hand, and then he's looking around for the ball a lot. So that Butterfinger Carson, I'm hoping he drops a couple this Sunday.
They say he's got those small hands. Famous Split. Let me get your score.
He's got his mother's hands.
That's terrible.
So
let me get your score.
I'm looking at the score. The score I'm looking at is either 24-17, and it's gonna come down to them kickers, man. It's gonna come down to the guys that can make their field goals when they have the opportunities, man.
All right.
So,
all right. So we're gonna
that's where I stand on this. That's why I was wondering about Robbie, and that kind of made me a little bit nervous.
Robbie's. This is annual now. Robbie's gonna pull that groin muscle. This is the second time he's pulled that groin muscle. I don't know what he's doing for warm-ups, or he's getting old. I'm not sure, but he'll be back in a few weeks, I guess. All right, fam. I'll see you Sunday.
Most dominant offensive lineman has been Laken Tomlinson, man. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that's
Laken has been a staple. He has been a staple, and I want to see what this guy is going to do next to him. That's getting his first start, man. And I hope Aaron Banks can get some power blocks in there so we can run off of his blocks.
So he really is playing. All right, Splin, we got to go. I'm gonna see you Sunday. Can't wait.
All right. Niners all day, baby, and stay faithful always. Don't give up on my team now.
No way. Night, fam.
All right.
Oh, God. Let me see. What was that? Who was that I said was going to take that place? Because we just got him, and we don't call his name every day, so I forget his name all the time. Anyway. Let's see. It's, where is that name? Oh, God. Oh, Moore. Yeah, it says Jalen. Jalen Moore. Barack Obama says, we got this. Wentz is allergic to rain. You can always tell JJ humor. Elvis! Thanks, Barack. Oh, we already did that. Okay. Elvis. All right. Hey, Lee. Come back, Dallas. He's probably hanging out, doing something with the kids.
Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
Lee, you know what's up. We're not supposed to be looking at four. You look at Fangio over in Denver, and Fangio says, no, I'm not worried about my job. I'm worried about this team. And, can you see Kyle Shanahan after 4 losses? Kyle, are you concerned with your future with San Francisco? Actually, I'm a lot more concerned with this team. You got to say that. Those are cliches. That's what you say, But we can't lose 4 in a row, Lee. Do you see any reason why we need to be worried about that?
With our record and stuff, Ronbo?
Well, this weekend's game, too. You can talk about the record.
Yeah, I think it's a huge game, to be honest. Like, overall, I feel like both these teams, if they want to stay in contention, to get to the playoffs, they need to win this week. I feel, it's a huge game. Leading into this game, I felt like, there's a good chance for us to get things back on track. We got the Colts and then Chicago. These are 2 winnable games. And I feel like a big thing, though, with this game was all about getting our run game back, because if we get our run game back, then that brings our offense back, and that's what we've been missing. That's why we haven't been able to be consistent in winning a lot of these games, especially these close ones that we've lost the last few weeks.
Yeah, I agree,
And it was good to hear, a while ago that Hasty and Mitchell will be there, because I feel like they both suit our offense in the way we like to run the ball with the outside zone, and that, because they've got that speed and explosiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was getting confident, and then I heard, Trent Williams is out, George Kittle's out, and, they're both great run blockers, so they help us in that run game. So it's sort of like balanced it out. So we're like, we're getting our 2 running backs back, but we're losing 2 of our best blockers in the run game.
I know you can't win, right? That's so true. You get your 2 running backs back, and they're kind of light, and then you lose your best blockers. Lee, they're putting in Aaron Banks. I didn't know this. I'm hearing about that. I go through the dailies like crazy. I didn't see anything about Aaron Banks. I'd been already worried. Maybe he's ready now.
Yeah.
You think so?
Well, I don't think he can be any worse than what's been going on. You know what I mean, Ronbo? Like,
you know, somebody else said that too.
Exactly. So maybe he can
number
be better
32,
than what we've had
Brunskill.
With Brunskill, Daniel Brunskill so far this year. Maybe he can, him and McGlinchey could get this line going. And because it's
Notre Dame to
supposed to be a wet game, it's going to be one in the trenches, right, Ronbo? It's going to be one up front. So if we can, get that movement and we can push their freaking D line back, and our running backs can do their job, it's going to help us, because I feel like whoever's going to run the ball probably will win this game. I know the Colts have got a really good running back. They got Jonathan Taylor. I seen him the other week against the Ravens and stuff. And
didn't he look awesome?
Playing well.
Guy is scaring me. Fred Warner.
And it's a shame because
I was just going to say, Fred Warner knows him. Didn't they play together or something? But Fred says, me and Jonathan go back, and we were trying to one-up each other. So this could be interesting. Fred Warner versus Jonathan
That will
Taylor.
be interesting, Ronbo. Also, obviously Defo coming back, probably he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder for what happened. So he's probably want to get us back. So it's going to suck seeing him playing in their blue uniform against us.
Yes, Quentin Q on one side and Defo on the other. God, that's a lot of scary things happening in the trenches. Okay.
Yeah, and it's going to be fun to watch. Obviously him coming back to Levi's and us going against him is going to be interesting. He'll probably make a couple of big plays. That's just the kind of player he is, Ronbo. Yeah. So that does worry me. Wet weather football too, though. Like I said, it's going to be one in the trenches. I feel like Cole, he's had a long time to game plan for this game, Ronbo. So obviously I think he should have a few tricks. And that's why I feel like, we still got a good chance to win this. I feel like we're probably going to win like 20-16, like a close game, 20-17, something like that.
And those get those points in the fourth quarter. We looks like we had control of the game the whole way, but the Colts mounted a drive in garbage time and made it closer than it really was. That's the story I want.
Well, yeah, hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not a close game and it comes down to one error or one big mistake. I hope not, because they could go either way, especially with the football. Yeah. Do we have the guy Sly kicking goals? Ronbo?
Yeah. Robbie's. No word on Robbie. So Sly's still got to be. Don't you love that name? Sly's still got to be the guy. I've been waiting to do that for days.
The Sly guy. Yeah. So I can't wait, Ronbo. It should be a great game. Hopefully we sneak this out and keep the season alive. But yeah, I just can't wait to game day. And thank you for everything you do, Ronbo. Shout out to everyone that called in tonight. And go Niners. Thank you.
Appreciate you, fam. We'll see you Sunday after this win, Lee. What?
No worries, Ronbo. Thank you.
Oh, Lee, I just realized we haven't got your score. Have you got a prediction?
Oh, yeah, 20-17, Ronbo.
Oh, yeah, he just said that. Yeah, 2017. All right, Lee. Sounds good to me. All right. Talk to you shortly. Oh, God. And wait, Big Show. Notice how it gets dark in that area on the chat. Big Show says Jonathan Taylor played for the Wisconsin Badgers. They also have their own Fred Warner, Darius Leonard, who's equally good as Fred. Show, Aaron Rodgers said between the two of them, Fred's the best, which is why Darius Leonard is upset about that, too. Maybe they must have played in the same. Is Wisconsin in Utah's conference, I guess? That's why they. Anyway, hey, RG. RG.
How are you, good sir?
RG, doing. Oh, well, you know what? I'm not as in the spirits that I want to be, and I need this game to come in and go with us coming up with the W. It's a little nervous for me. I don't want to go 4 deep in the loss column. We'll be the target for every troll in the fan base area to come in. Hey, you guys talking about the 49ers winning? Forget about it, with a big delusional word, which really irritates me. Joseph Smiley and this. God, there's some really irritating people coming to this chat. But RG, what's going to happen this Sunday?
Man, you know what, Ronbo? We made the trek out here from San Diego
All right.
Our faith is really going to be tested this Sunday because of the weather, man. Have you heard the forecast? It's going to be crazy.
I did. People are saying it's going to be, I like to think, wow, the weatherman's not always right. It's not an exact science. Maybe he's wrong this time. Sunshine, blue skies. What? The storm's been delayed. Okay. Let it stay out there for a while. Wait until tomorrow, Tuesday.
Yeah, I think you're right,
2 days
Ronbo.
later.
But man, I think we're gonna, our defense is gonna show up. Jimmy G, all he has to do is be able to hand off the ball correctly, and we're gonna be A-OK.
Yeah.
19-11, Ronbo. What do you think?
I like that. It's an awkward score, and there's going to have to be a safety involved in that, right? 19-7. Is that what you said? They get one touchdown.
Score predictions.
I like it. Because anything can happen.
Ronbo, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I gave it
What do you
21.
think is going to happen,
20,
Ronbo?
I gave 3 touchdowns to 49ers. Hopefully, keep the field goal kicker off the field. I don't know him that well, so I don't want to put him in a position. 49ers are 39 yards away from winning this game, and then I'm going to be sitting there.
Oh, man.
I don't want to go through all that. So let's just 21 points and give them 17, and let's go home.
Well, yeah, I think you're spot on, Ronbo. Hopefully, we can have Bosa and the defense have a little fun out there with a little slip and slide like they did against the Washington football team a couple years back.
They wanted you to score 19-7, right? Yeah, RG wants 19-7 on the score.
No, not 19-11. 19-11.
I'm sorry, 19-11. All right.
Yeah, just like the gun.
So, and it's funny. You left San Diego, where some of the most beautiful weather on the planet is every day of the year, right? And drive up into what looks like it's going to be a hurricane. I can't believe it's going to be that bad. God.
Hey, that's the faithful, right? That's the true faithful right there. It's
out there.
Myself and my 2 teenage kids, and we're ready to rock and roll for Sunday, no matter what happens.
Yeah, just get down to Fisherman Wharf. If nothing else, make sure you get some of that sourdough French, and then go on over to Pier 39, go to that chocolate factory they got over there, and just go nuts. It's my favorite thing to do.
Oh man, that sounds like a plan, Ronbo. I appreciate your platform. I appreciate what you do. You have a great Friday night, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Be looking forward. RJ, you know what? You probably didn't bring your headphone and everything, did you? Did you get your headphones and earbuds?
No, I got you on speaker. Sorry.
Okay, because I was going to say, I'd love to hear from you during the half, but you got to have that equipment in order to be able to hear you. All right. You enjoy that game, and we got this W coming, especially by your score.
Hey.
Got to have it.
Absolutely. And if I can jump in, I will. I got my headphones. I'm ready to go. So if I can, I will definitely do it. But you take care, and you have a good one.
Okay, well, if you do have your headphones, drop me a link. You got Twitter?
Yeah, at Raul Gomez. RAULGOMEZ.
Right. So drop me a link, and I'll communicate with you how we're going to get that done. All right, Raul. RG.
All right, sounds good, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Have a great night.
Thank you, buddy. You have a good night.
Right.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks, fam. And Raul in town for this game. San Diego's got some. If I could move to San Diego, I think I would, actually. But Rob, we're going to go to SoCal? It's not about SoCal. San Diego versus L.A. is 2 different things, okay? Hey, Tony! Tony, you got something? You got. Okay, now that sound's gone. Okay, Tony, you got a feedback going on. Are you watching something that's kind of loud, getting into your speaker?
Yeah, I'm turning it down now. I was watching the replay of a game.
I know, isn't that fun?
There we go.
You see things you've never seen in the first time when you watch those broadcasts, huh? It's amazing.
How's it going this evening?
JJ doesn't like San Diego. It's too hot. I like hot. Remember, I was born in Bakersfield, California. I ain't got no shame about it. I love Bakersfield. Hey, Tony, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Tony, let's talk about football. And you know what? You give me. We're going up against a team that's probably thinking, all right, we're feeling good now. We got Quentin back, and we're also we're looking better offensively. T.Y.'s out here. All right, let's go ahead and beat the 49ers in their own house. Is that going to happen?
No, because y'all need this game. We're in the same boat. We need this, even though Miami's 1-5. We need this game, man, to get to 500.
You know,
this is a must-win for both your squad and mine.
You guys got that? You got it wrapped up?
Got to have it.
How you
hope
looking?
so. Yeah, I think so. I'm mad at Ronbo. Go ahead and laugh. Dante Fowler's out again. All of a sudden, man, we're done with him, man.
Yeah, you know,
Paid him all that money.
Dante's
you know what they
figured
say?
out.
The best available. He's got good ability, but the best ability is availability.
I know. In the NFL, that's easier said than done, though. I feel sorry. Every week, Tony, you're watching the meat wagon come out now more than ever. You know, I don't. I really, man, I just don't know sometimes. I still think it's aliens that don't appreciate American football controlling things in the NFL. You know what I mean? From afar with some kind of extraterrestrial weapon. Because, man, you know, I'm watching guys get carted off the field right and left. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. I just think it's the new way the game is played with all these rules and the different training methods. Because, you know, when we were growing up, Ronbo, they were injuries, but not like this.
Well, you know, the one thing that was taking place back in the day, quarterbacks were dropping like flies, and to the point where the NFL said, you know, nobody's got a starting quarterback by week 8. So we're going to make new rules. The quarterbacks are going to be protected under strenuous rules, and fines going to be issued. We are going to see premier quarterbacks last an entire season henceforth. And people don't want to say, Rumble, man, just because, you know, I'm just saying, because I like Tom Brady. I love him. He's a Bay Area boy. But I wonder if he would have survived back in the day when Joe Montana was walking with a walking stick to his car after games, you know? So it's a different game.
I don't think so.
No. There was no protection. Late hits?
Yeah,
nobody cared.
They were getting hit back then, too, man. They were getting nailed back in the day.
Remember that the Washington quarterback, Joe Theismann? Anybody who's ever seen that hit never forgot it. That was the most frightening thing. I've seen horror movies, Tony, that didn't scare me as much as that. I mean, you got, what's that, the linebacker that hit him, Lawrence Taylor? You got Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor's looking at telling them, oh, y'all need to get somebody over here right now. Boy, this dude is hurt.
He was screaming. Yeah, he was screaming, get out here. He felt bad about it. You know, Lawrence Taylor wasn't a dirty player.
God, but he snapped his leg like a twig. Whoa.
Yep. God. I'm looking at the injury report now, Ronbo. The former Falcon, former 49er, Tevin Coleman's out again with a hamstring. So it just goes on and on.
He's getting up there in age. It might be time because he's getting injured all the time. How about the other running back that you picked up here over the off season? Is he playing?
Gallman. I keep telling them we need to play him because they're playing Cordell Patterson and Mike Davis. But I think they need to move Cordell Patterson to receiver full time. Like I talked to you about a couple shows ago. Make him the number 1. Put Ridley back at his number 2 where he's comfortable, and it'll take the pressure off of him. And let Gallman get Cordell Patterson's carries. Gallman balled out in 2 games back. He had like about 3 carries, but he got 10 yards on his first carry. And the guy can block, he can catch, he can do it all.
He doesn't get no love, you know, because the fact is he got moved from the Giants, and he did a good job. And now, look, Saquon is Saquon again. I mean, I feel sorry for Saquon. Got off on the wagon. I said, there he goes. And I wanted him in the draft. But this is going to be this defines his career. He's going to be out most of the time. Poor guy.
Man, he was the second player picked in the entire draft the year he came out. Second. So you don't take a running back that high anymore.
Tell you.
So, but the Giants got a lot of talent, man. I can't, on both sides of the ball, I can't believe that they're playing this badly. But, Ronbo, you guys need this game, and we're in the same boat. We need this game badly.
Tell you.
We got to have it.
You know,
no excuses, no exceptions.
I know injuries can't save you anymore. But, you know, who are you looking at as NFL's top receivers, duos? You know, Tony, yeah.
I like A.J. Brown and Julio Jones, but Tannehill can't seem to get the ball to Julio. You know, I know it takes time, but for right now, Stephon Diggs and Who's the cat that used to play with you
Oh,
guys?
I'm sorry, wrong team. Yeah, Stephon Diggs and Emmanuel Sanders. He's over there now.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I like the tandem in for the LA Chargers though too. Mike Williams and the one guy that's I can't think of his name. He's been good for years and don't get no love. But I keep forgetting his name. Let's see, what's the guy's name? Number 13 plays for him.
Yeah, I think I know you're talking about.
Keenan Allen.
Yeah, Keenan. Yeah, right.
Keenan
yeah.
Allen. Yeah, I like them.
But Mike Evans and Antonio Brown, that's ridiculous. I'm still mad about that. You also look at there's a couple more combinations. Dallas's combo is probably, and although we hate to admit it, but Amari Cooper and C.D. Lamb are doing a number this year. I kind of knew that was going to happen. I says, I hate to give the Cowboys any credit, but you almost have to.
To me, C.D. Lamb is good. He's okay, but I'm not really impressed with him.
He's getting away with things this year. Yeah. Gallup doesn't get any love since CDs came. Tyler Lockett,
well,
Metcalf.
He's about to be a free agent after this year, though.
Yeah.
I'd love to get him.
I tell you.
But at what price?
They're not going to play him. You're right. Gallup's going to leave because they're going to say, we got CD, we got Amari. I'm paying both of them. I'm paying Amari way too much money. I'm going to keep him and if Gallup doesn't take this, I'm done.
And with CD, Ronbo, you see how skinny he is? All you got to do is get physical with him and hit him a few times.
I know, right? But he hasn't been injured yet.
Yep, they ain't hitting him. They scared to cover. These defensive backs got to start running with
being more physical
receivers. Yes. And just take your losses, you'll get some wins. Take your losses, you'll get some wins. Like a boxing match.
There you go. Tony, I'm going to see you game day. We're both going to celebrate a Falcon victory and a Niner victory as we deserve that.
Victory. Yes, sir. We both need them. We both got to get the 500. And I got Don Bird said he went to bed. I told him that the paper bags were coming out. He got mad at me again. They're coming, Ronbo.
It's Detroit versus the world with them paper bags.
Yep.
All right, fam.
Yes, sir.
I'll see you
Have
Sunday.
a good evening.
You too.
Yes, sir.
There goes Tony. Coolest rival fan. Actually, coolest fan, period, outside of San Francisco. Is that Split Difference? Who says, NFC West guys talking trash. How many rings y'all got? Don't. Is that who is that talking, boy? Because anybody? Okay, the Hawks and the Cardinals better not ever say anything. And the Rams, come on now, ain't been no championship won in L.A., Arizona, and there's one in Seattle. All of them combined have no history compared to San Francisco. Yet we have to listen to rhetoric that is coming from what? A sewer, a toilet sink. Hey, Steven.
What's up, Ronbo?
Steven, man, I'm glad you got in here tonight because I'd love to hear your feelings on what's coming up Sunday. Do you have good feelings about this, Steven? Are things going to go our way, or do you think that we got more downward spiral to go through? What do you think, Steve?
Well, that depends on a lot of things. Is Trent Williams going to play? They said he's doubtful, so there's that. And then whether or not they decide to jump on that Marlon Mack trade or not. So it's like, I'm kind of up in the Marlon Mack.
Is that running back from the Colts?
Yeah.
When that first came out, I says, it'd be nice to pick him up. But you watch him run, he is fun to watch, ain't he? I don't want to watch him run this Sunday, but I'd like to put him in a red and gold uniform and then watch him run. Where would you put him, though, Steven? Are we going to you got to drop him? You got to get rid of some people.
We got to drop someone. And that's the tough part. I don't know who to drop. JaMycal Hasty puts up numbers. Elijah Mitchell puts up numbers.
Looks like the future.
Puts up numbers.
Those two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Wilson Jr. You're not getting rid of him, right?
Maybe Mostert. but he's on the IR, so you can't really get rid of him that easy.
Yeah, nobody's gonna give you anything for Mostert.
But it's because John Lynch confirms that he's kind of playing around with the idea of getting him, and he confirms that he's giving it due diligence. So it's kind of up in the air of whether or not we're going to get Marlon Mack or not. Now, as for the Colts, oh man, that game
They're gonna want a second-round pick.
They're gonna want a second round, but we're gonna want if they do the trade, Ronbo, I see it going down like this. We're going to get Marlon Mack, but we're going to lose a really good blue chip player to get back our first round pick.
What does Marlon Mack earn? What is his salary though?
That remains to be seen. I wish I had more information on that. All I know is that if it comes down to it and they do the trade, they're going to offer the Colts a bigger name player to get back that first-round pick. Because, mind you, we're going 2 seasons without a first-rounder, if you think about it. 2 whole seasons.
I thought about it that day it was made. I said, Niners, you had to give up 2? God, could you give up a first-round pick and a second-round pick? They wouldn't take anything else. That's why the 49ers didn't really want to deal with Miami. Nobody else would take the call, So then we ended up getting stripped naked. 2 years. We look like the Rams. God.
Exactly. That was the most desperate move. Because when I saw that, I thought the exact same thing. Like, we basically just went full in the nude in the draft room. And I was like, why? Why so much? I mean, I get it. Trey Lance is great, but I mean, the whole thing of dropping 2 years to get him is kind of. I mean, I get you want a franchise QB, but you want to build a whole new team from scratch. But I mean, damn, dude.
How you gonna do it with them first round picks?
Other people.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing
is,
to
get those back, you got to lose. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, when you go into the draft and give up all those picks, there's always a risk. Anything could happen, not good. Something could happen good, too. But, there could be any number of things could go wrong. You don't give up that many first-round picks for a draft pick. It's just, I mean, if I was going after OBJ 3 years ago or something like that, or the deal where we're going to try to pick up the edge rusher that the Bulls got that we couldn't get, I mean, okay, now I can see justifying 2 first-round picks. But for a draft pick, John, what if it doesn't work out?
Well, here's the thing. Speaking of OBJ, they're apparently entertaining the fact of getting OBJ on the team.
No. So
OBJ
is done.
There's also that.
I watched him stumbling around. He's worse than, if you talk about Jimmy getting hurt, OBJ's done. What I saw, he is done. Even if he heals up, he's going to come back. He's going right back on the IR. His body's quitting. It's done.
At this point, Ronbo, there's so many trade circulations going around the 49ers. There was Odell, there was OBJ first, then Marlon Mack, and then a possible trade with, I think, one of the corners, from the Steelers. Really? I forgot who. One of the corners from Steelers. I think his name is something Williams. I can't remember. I can't remember.
I can't imagine who this is.
But,
yeah. Well,
so, I mean, I'm looking past this game. This game, I'll be real with you guys, this game is more important to John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan, and Jimmy than it is to any fan looking forward. Because I'm looking more based around, who are we going to get on this team that's going to help this team grow, bring just such a huge impact that we can bounce back this season. Because, mind you, deadline's coming up.
Yeah, but you don't want to lose 4 games.
No, you don't.
If you're going to bring somebody in, they better be coming into a situation where they can help you excel. But you can't come in 4 games deep in the loss column already. Otherwise, no matter what deal you're making, you're looking for the future. The West is too difficult, So we'll see. November 2nd is the deadline. Yeah.
Yeah. This was my prediction. I think we're going to win against the Colts. I mean, it's going to be ugly. It's not going to be the most beautiful win. It's going to be very much like, the Eagles game where we just kind of stumble upon ourselves to get a win. It's how I see it. Even with everyone coming back, Trent Williams being doubtful to start the game. And then the possibility of Aaron Banks actually starting at right for Brunskill, that was another thing I saw. So it's like, I don't know, Ronbo. And then the fact they're limiting Trey Sermon, too. They're limiting Trey Sermon for some weird reason.
Is he limited?
Brandon Ayuk is apparently...
Ayuk's waking up. He had a great week of practice, so maybe this is it. He's ready.
Hopefully. But, and our defense is going to kind of... I don't know, man. I mean, I'm assuming... I'm assuming, Nick Bosa and, everyone on the defense is going to eat. Hopefully Fred Warner remembers how to tackle instead of, letting tackle slip from his bare hands.
Yeah.
Hopefully, our corners can actually do something with themselves. Maybe Drake Kirkpatrick might start. Who knows? Who knows at this point? But
we're going to race.
Like I said,
we got this. I'm going to get your score though. Good points. I'll see you Sunday because we're going to run out of time. But what do you think that score is going to be there?
I'm going to go ahead and say 24-21.
There you go. It's going to be a tight game as
so
usual.
It's going to end with the 49ers getting a field goal.
All right. Slide time. All right. You can match anything with that guy's name. Slide time. All right, man. We'll see you Sunday, Steven. Hope you got your score right on it, too. All right.
I hope so, too.
All right, fam. See you then.
Bye, Ronbo.
Bye. Hey, Jay. Hey. Jay's probably... Did he nod off on us?
Hello?
Hey, Jay, come on in, man.
Oh, okay. Wait. Can you put someone else before me? I gotta fix my mic.
This is not the sleeping Jay. This is the other Jay. Jay, we can do that. We'll be back. All right. Let's move on. Jay's he needs more time. So yeah, it's slide time. Can you imagine? Slide say was Ellis. Mac is cheap. His contract is a 1-year term, $2 million flat. What? Wow. No wonder he wants to leave. And he voiced wanting to leave a while ago. Somebody said he's coming off an injury though, but he looked awfully good that game I saw him playing. My God, we missed one up here too. I think we got. Let's see, where was that one? I saw that earlier. There it is. In fact, it's probably Tony. Yeah. So the 49ers do not need another plane coming off a major injury. Pass on Marlon Mack. If you're going to trade, get a right guard or a corner. Tony, the voice of reason. You know what I mean? If you're going to trade, at this point, it's not the draft. Go get somebody who knows what they're doing, and they do, and bring him in. Get him over here. Yes. And that's that contribution, Tony. You got to be. Hey, Eric.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Eric, good to hear from you, fam. It's time to commit and make us believe that, Eric, you can see into the future, into your crystal ball. And tell us, what should we expect in the rain and the cold and the misery when men are men and those with good sense stay out of the way? But what do you think's going to happen this Sunday?
Well, I'm predicting a win. Obviously, my score is going to be 24-20, and just so you know, Marlon Mack is coming off a torn Achilles that he suffered week 1 last year.
Oh, is that recently?
Against Jacksonville.
What's he doing running like he's running now? That's crazy.
I have no clue. That's what it says on one of the articles I read just right now. But as far as the game goes, I'm expecting a lot of running the football. Obviously, it's going to be raining. Honestly, I would not be surprised if the receivers got involved in the run game because we haven't seen that a lot all season. So I wouldn't be surprised if Kyle Shanahan throws that back out there.
And then Debo's getting hard work all day long, because there you go, a receiver running back.
Exactly. Expect a lot of Debo. They don't have a really good secondary, so.
And you got people out
again.
too.
I'm expecting. Yeah, I'm expecting him to eat pretty good this week. Hopefully, they're not running too fast, and all of a sudden they're slipping, and because this type of game, it's a high risk of an injury.
Yes,
you're not playing
surface.
on a normal You're not playing on a normal grass or anything. Everything's slippery. You gotta watch for how fast you're running. You don't want to run too fast, and all of a sudden one of the cheerleaders is on their back.
Or cut. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's how you get hurt. That's how you pull your hammy on a cut on a slippery surface. Oh, the leg went too far. It's that hammy. If he grabs his hammy, we're dead meat.
Yeah. Debo, we already know how Debo is with that. But as far as the defense, I think the D line is actually going to be pretty good. They lost Quentin Nelson. I believe he's on IR.
No. Bad news, Eric. Bad news. Nelson is a go.
He's back
this Sunday.
Oh, great. Well, hopefully it's one of those games where he has to, pick out the rust. So hopefully it's one of those games.
That's what I say. Yeah.
Yeah. Like how we say for our players. So hopefully it's one of those games for him, and Eric Armstead can do a little bit. But as far as I'm noticing that the Odell Beckham thing is coming up again, and honestly, not anymore.
No.
It's not a good choice anymore.
No, he looked so bad.
I will say this though.
Broncos, my God, he looked awful.
Yeah, I will say this though. I could imagine how much different his career would have been if the Niners pulled off the trade.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we remember, that trade was going to go through, except the Giants wanted Buckner in return for Odell.
Mm-hmm.
And the Niners said no, and we ended up trading Buckner. And
anyway,
obviously we got Javon Kinlaw. So so if anything, we could have had Odell Beckham. I don't know if it was during his prime, but obviously
he was much better. He was scary then.
Yeah,
he was making plays.
He would have never went to the Browns. Yeah, his career could have turned out a lot differently if he came here from the start. But
and he
what
wanted
else is there
to.
Talk about,
he wanted
Ronbo?
California. Exactly.
Yeah, he did. He was sitting there talking to Marquise Goodwin, and I believe he went up to John Lynch, correct?
Yeah.
He went up to John Lynch once, right? I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, it was a done deal. The Giants just wouldn't do it, and John Lynch was not aware of the fact that the Giants don't talk to us. This goes all the way back to the Walsh and Parcells era. They don't talk to us as far as that kind of. They're not going to do anything to help us get better, ever. Let's say with the Raiders, because we wanted that edge rusher too. Raiders weren't going to give us what's his name. So I felt bad when he was trying to make those deals. Yeah, Shaquille. What's the edge rusher from the Raiders?
Khalil Mack.
They were never. Khalil was not coming to San Francisco, and I knew it when they first started talking about. The Raiders aren't going to give the 49ers Khalil Mack. They'd rather bury him in a hole somewhere than let the 49ers get him. And sure enough, they did. Chicago, and we had a better deal on the table than the Bulls did, and probably had a deal as every bit as good, otherwise outside of Buckner, than the Browns did. So they were just being mean.
Yeah, basically. But as far as the game, I do believe we're going to win this game because it's a must-win game at this point.
I know.
You don't want to start the season, 2-4. To me, that essentially just means, you're in extreme crisis mode unless you have an easy schedule going on, and that's not really the case for us. We got the Bears, so these two games should be the ones that we win before we have to play, another difficult team. But I'm honestly expecting a sense of urgency during this game, similar to what we had in I believe it was 2014 when we played the Saints. I remember that game.
2019?
It was Kaepernick.
Oh,
no, in 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, 14. Right after the year we lost the Seahawks in the championship
2014.
game.
Yeah.
We played. Yeah.
When Ahmad Brooks almost
we
killed
played
Drew
the
Brees.
Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played the Saints, and Kaepernick on fourth down rolls out to his right, throws a 50-yard bomb to Crabtree. And then on the Saints get the ball back, they launch up a Hail Mary, and Parrish Cox, they essentially catch the ball. They catch the game-winning touchdown. Parrish Cox, he
drew a foul.
Plays it off as a pass. Yeah, he plays it off as a pass interference. And we win the game based on that.
That was so pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a really good game. I love that game.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
Yeah, I'm
what do
expecting
you
to get like
what do you
that.
have for a
You know,
score in
something
this
like
game?
that.
Did you give us a score, Stephen? Or
It was
Derek?
it was 24-20, I believe. I think I said that.
Okay. I got 24-10. You want to change it to 24-20?
Yeah, it's 24-20. Yeah.
24-20. All right. Well, Eric, let's see what happens. I'll see you Sunday, and hopefully
All
you're
right,
right. All right. Have a great night.
All right, I'll catch you later. You
All
too.
right. Looking forward. And let's go check out Trill. Yo, Trill. Yo, Trill. And
You can hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah. Come on in, Trill.
What's up, Ronbo? How y'all doing tonight?
Still doing all right. You know, I'll feel better after Monday. I feel good on Mondays. No, actually, not every week. For the last 2 weeks, I haven't felt good on Mondays. Midweek, I want that midweek feeling where I ain't worried about nothing but winning. I want to be a W, and I'm a little concerned because it's raining mainly. But Trill, what's going to happen Sunday? If you looking at all the things that are going to affect this game, injuries and so forth, what do you think?
I feel like it's going to be a tough one. We're going to pull it off. I feel like, you know, this game is going to be a lot of pressure on Jimmy. So we're going to really – I feel like this either going to bring out the best of him or he's going to crumble. We're going to all see how he do under pressure. So that's what I'm interested in seeing that. We got to have our running game going for sure. It's 100% chance of rain, so we for sure need that.
I know. You can't get more of a promise
yeah,
than that.
definitely.
100%.
And you know what I was thinking about, Ronbo? At first,
What?
I was, man, we need Trey Lance to start. But I don't think he'd be ready for D-Bug about to bring. Let Jimmy deal with that with his veteranship. Because Trey Lance and a Mad Bugner, that probably would have been ugly. So
D-Bug.
And then I was.
Go ahead. No, I was saying, D-Bug is coming in with too much rage and anger. He ain't gonna be able to play. You can't get mad. It messes up. You can't play. It's like a fighter. You can't fight angry. You can't think. So D-Bug, man, that's gonna be funny. We'll see.
So obviously we redshirting him this year till next.
Trill? Too bad. I wanted to hear we lost Trill. Trill, can you hear me? Your connection, Trill. You got cut off. Okay, Trill. Call back, Trill. We'll see if we pull you back in. I don't know what happened. Hey, Hank.
Ronbo, how you doing, man?
Hank, doing all right. And, after we win this game, I'll be able to tell you, doing fine. I'm doing all right, Hank. I'm doing fine. But right now, it's like cautious. Pessimism is leaking in on my optimistic feel, as I always have each and every Sunday. And after 3 weeks in a row of getting these strange losses, I'm a little concerned. But Hank, more importantly, how are you feeling? What's going to happen Sunday?
With this franchise, Ronbo, I've been a fan for going on 12 years now, and I'll tell you one thing. You ever seen the movie by Eddie Murphy, Life?
What was the theme in that movie?
They were back in the, I think, early 1900s, and pretty much Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, they were framed and they got thrown in jail for life. You know what I'm talking about?
Wait a minute. I thought I saw all of Murph's movies. So, well, you know what? Somebody was talking about this movie a couple of weeks ago. I haven't gotten around to go checking that out. I think I actually missed that. But draw the comparison.
I highly recommend it. It's a classic.
Now, anytime Martin Lawrence is in a movie, I already want to see it. And then you put Murph in there too. I got to see Life. Oh, isn't that on Netflix right now? I think I can go get that. Anyway, go ahead. Make the comparison.
There's a character about a little bit past midway through the movie. He's a prisoner on the farm, and his name is Mr. Can't Get Right. And that's our coach, Ronbo. Our coach is Mr. Can't Get Right. That is my new name for him, Ronbo. I am sick of what Kyle Shanahan brings to this organization every single year. He has one good year out of 5, and I don't know what people still see in him. Do you see what Brandon Staley's doing in Los Angeles right now with the Chargers?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I think it's his first or second year, Ronbo, and this kid, I get it. You got a talent like Justin Herbert, but Ronbo, Last year, their defense was terrible. This year, look at their defense. Look at the numbers. I'm telling you, Kyle Shanahan does not make the 49ers better, Ronbo.
But
one winning season out of 5.
They've got some. They got some special guys though over there, a lot of them, and actually their wide receiver room is pretty lit. But you know what?
Yeah, and we could have got a Nasir Adderley, Ronbo. Who do we get? Aaron Banks, and that kid hasn't played a full game ever since he's been drafted, Ronbo. The draft is a bust for these guys. Ronbo, if Kyle Shanahan don't want to coach Trey Lance, I bet you coaches would be lined up ready to train this kid. Kyle Shanahan is not the coach for Trey Lance.
You got to wait. I don't know that Kyle doesn't want to coach him. He wouldn't have got him. Kyle probably is coaching him. Hank, people don't want to believe it, but he just may not be. He came in raw, and he got hurt. I understand that Denise said cut it out. Okay, he's got to be further prepared. We just have to be patient on him. Don't rush him out there, because you're gonna get him.
Oh, Ronbo, I love Lance. I love him, and I'm telling you, I want to see this kid develop into the next Mahomes, okay? But Kyle Shanahan is not the coach to do that for him, Ronbo. Look, I saw a little interview. I can't remember who did it. It was sometime this week, but they compared. Look at the confidence Mac Jones has in him because of Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick tells Mac Jones, "You're my guy." Kyle Shanahan don't even know who his guy is at this point. He's 5 years into this stint, Ronbo. I'm getting tired of his indecisiveness.
Hank, remember, what conference Mac Jones? You know what, Hank? I got to tell you, it's not. Mac Jones was a little underrated coming into this. I don't know why people didn't like him. I guess because it's all about the mobile quarterback thing. But Mac Jones, that dude, have you watched him? He did not.
I have, Ronbo.
There's no rawness to him. I got a feeling Mac Jones is going to be special in the NFL. Just what I can see. His shots, his judgment, his decision-making, it's all there already. That's going to get better. He's still a rookie.
Ronbo, Mac Jones is better than Jimmy G. All right.
Well, there you go.
I'll put it like that.
So,
Mac Jones is better than Jimmy G.
But when you look at Mac Jones versus Trey, you see what I'm saying? There's a gap between Trey's going to have to still develop in some ways, and Mac Jones is already there. So you can't put Trey out there now and just let him destroy his confidence, do a lot of things wrong, and then you ruin him. So they've got to take
No,
the
what
time.
you do, Ronbo, what you do is put Trey Lance in against the number 1 team in the NFL and run him 16 times. Kyle Shanahan is a bum, Ronbo. I'm putting him on the hot seat, all right? I mean, I was his number 1 supporter.
Look at JT O'Sullivan's breakdown. Kyle had no intention of Trey running 16 times. Those were not design runs. I don't know how that got around. Those were not design runs. Those were passes were supposed to be made that weren't made. Windows opened and closed for Trey. He didn't act quickly enough, and so he took off running. That is something why I think Denise, Eddie D's sister said, stop it, shut him down, get him ready. He's not ready.
Ronbo, the season's over, my guy. I mean, as much as I hate to be a Debbie Downer, and I know all the comments in the chat is going to be, "Oh, hang up on this fool. He's negative." Y'all can say what you want, man. We're the 3rd worst team in the NFC West, and if y'all want to make a run at a playoff, at the playoffs, and we're going to make it in through the wild card, it's that, and we're going to get bounced.
It's too early. There's too many games left. Anything could happen. When you got this many, you got over double digits. That's too many games, Hank. You can't throw the towel in now. Otherwise, the franchise should just sell itself. It's too early to give up. You got to wait.
Hey, Ronbo, I hope they prove me wrong. But, hey, Ronbo, we're not better than the Rams. We're damn sure not better than the Cardinals. And the Seahawks with Russell Wilson are better than us right now. So.
We haven't played the Rams. And both of those teams you just mentioned, we own the Rams and have been for years with that quarterback that you're not appreciating. And the Cardinals have beaten us once. Well, they've beaten us twice with this last time since 2017. So, you got to wait. Well, since your guy got here, Jimmy. Listen, Hank, give me a score, though. You got us losing this week, I guess.
Ronbo, no. I mean, in all honesty, I'm rooting for my guys. However I feel about Kyle Shanahan, I'm rooting for him. I think Jimmy G, he might have a good game, but this rain is going to mess him up. Just for the simple fact of Kyle Shanahan don't know what to do if we can't run the ball. Yeah. So I call it a low-scoring game, 20-17. You know, I'm hoping for the best, you know, preparing for the worst, and it is what it is, Ronbo.
I feel you on that, fam. It'll get better. Well, let's see what happens Sunday. All right, Frank. Have a great night.
My guy.
All right.
You too, brother.
Oh, yeah. Hank is thinking, my God, they really can't. They got to do better. Bobo says 49ers 27, Colts 24. Winning will take the pain away. Bobo, I agree. And thanks for that contribution. And who else we got here? Must be my dog's best friend. Starter jacket time. I thought about that. I said, it's time to wear a starter jacket because that seems to bring some strange kind of good luck. I haven't lost in that starter jacket yet. Starter jacket is going to make an appearance this Sunday. Yes. When you lose 3 games in a row, you do everything you can. Trill.
Oh, yeah, I'm back, Ronbo. I'm back.
Yeah, we lost it for a second there. All right. Well, Joel, you want to go ahead and continue where you left off? You remember where you left off? Well, just go ahead.
Yes, I was thinking, right? Quick question for you. Is Aaron Rodgers, he a free agent next year, right?
I'm not sure. I thought they just extended him. Maybe not. I don't know. Really?
Because I was going to say, why we sit and Trey and we could have just drafted Aaron Rodgers next year if it's the rest of this year. But another thing, everybody is on. Yeah, everybody on Kyle Shanahan line. They got to remember what we was before Kyle Shanahan. It was rough for real. And so Shanahan, they saying 5 bad years. So at least 3 of those years, Shanahan had to draft his whole new team basically.
Yeah, that's
right.
I agree. It's been difficult building this.
So give him a little time, and then Trey Lance situation. I think, me personally, I think no rookie's gonna be ready. Everybody keeps saying he's not ready because he's a rookie. Of course, he's not ready, but I think that it's my personal opinion. I think Kyle Shanahan got him and wanted to start him, but I feel like he probably, the way everything goes, it seemed like there's some tension in there. And I think he got overruled by Jed and John on starting Jimmy for the money and for the contract and just letting him see it. And I think this is the repercussions we get. I think he had his own little personal Russell Wilson, seeing how Josh Allen was killing us and all that.
He
so
likes
I think
Josh
that's
Allen.
the reason why he got Trey.
Yeah.
And I think he wanted to press restart this year right here. But I think he kind of got overruled, me personally.
Well, they went and asked Jed, could they draft Trey and keep Jimmy? They knew that Trey was going to need some time. Everybody thinks that Trey could just go out there and immediately get things going. He needs some work. He really does.
But Ronbo, I looked up. I was looking at Grant Con. I don't know if you're looking at him, but they point out a stat today. And they said Trey Lance's first game was actually better than Lamar Jackson's first game statistically wise. I didn't look that up and see how that's true, but that's what I was heard. So if that's the case, if he did better than that man, why everybody keeps saying he still ain't ready? I didn't go Google it and look up the stats, compare them side by side, but I heard over there that his first game is better than Lamar Jackson's first game.
But Greg Roman's over in
I'm not sure.
No, I know, but Greg Roman's running things over in Baltimore. So that offensive running is you can play the way Lamar Jackson's playing and be productive because they're all set up for that. Kyle's offense is a lot different. He wants, he doesn't want a running quarterback. He wants a quarterback that can run. You know what I mean when I say that? He needs to be able to hit his P's and Q's and be on time, get the ball out on time, and do a lot of things. Now, if the play breaks down, you can add to the misery of the opposing defense by being able to take off. But Kyle wants you to connect the dots out there first and keep your eyes downfield, which he's doing a good job at right now. So in this case, he's not really capable of running the offense like Kyle wants him to. So comparing him to Lamar Jackson's first game, Lamar Jackson's still playing that same offense, although this year he is making more passes. Lamar Jackson's leading in a couple of categories. Yeah, but it took 4 years.
Exactly. They said that to say that once he started, the more he got out there, the better he played. So I'm all for that. But
it
at
took
the same
years.
time, we got Jimmy, so let's see what happens.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, all we want to do is win, Ronbo. But I think, what you think? You think if Jimmy loses this game, do you think he's going to keep that starting spot? Or you think we go just roll with Trey?
It depends how we lose the game. Now, if pretty much it's all about Jimmy, he might get rid of him. But you know,
might be
but
done. Yeah.
but if there's a lot of factors, and it doesn't seem like it was all about Jimmy, maybe not. I don't know. Well, we're gonna see how this
Man.
game plays out. Because, Kyle and Jimmy are going to get the blame for every game no matter what happens, whoever does what. So, they can't. The truth has got to dictate what they really
me
do.
personally, I think Cal don't like Jimmy, and he's forced to use him this year. That's what I think is happening.
Well,
Everybody got their own conspiracies on that right now.
I know, because you remember.
I think Cal actually wanted Trey, but they
remember now,
say Jimmy's making
keep
25 and all this. Yeah.
Keep in mind, the only reason Jimmy's there is because John and Kyle wouldn't ask Jed to do that. So I don't know about that. And you know what? Also, he wouldn't insist upon Jimmy starting every week if it was like that. He'd use any excuse to get rid of him. Remember Brian Hoyer a few years ago when CJ was on the roster and Hoyer started messing up? He pulled Hoyer within seconds after that. Remember he caught that ball on the sideline against the Skins? Washington. And he just said, okay, that's it. Yeah, Brian, come sit down. CJ, let's go. That would be the way it would be this year. So,
Yeah, because another thing that was confusing, right? I had heard an interview. I forgot this was somewhere on YouTube, but they said when Kyle Shanahan first got to us, right? We had Colin Kaepernick, and then we also had I forgot who our other quarterback was, and we had cut Colin Kaepernick, and everybody was like, hey, why did you cut Colin Kaepernick? And then they said Shanahan said out his mouth is that you don't want a mobile quarterback and you don't want a statue quarterback because your team cannot focus on one thing. And now look at us today. We have a mobile quarterback and a statue quarterback. Again, I heard that on YouTube. I don't know if that's 100% accurate or not, but I heard
what you said happened
while we cut.
No, what you said happened. That did happen back in the day. He wanted nothing to do with Kaepernick. He said, like I said, this coach wants a quarterback that can run, not a quarterback that can run. You know what I mean? He's got to first be able to quarterback from that pocket, negotiate it. What he wants is a tall version of Russell Wilson. And
he won Josh Allen on our team.
And he made it clear from the beginning of the year that was going to be the case. He was never going to start Trey this year.
Yeah, I just don't see why we redshirting him, though. I thought we could have probably just waited, kept our job takes, and got Aaron Rodgers because he for sure is about to leave next year.
Listen, I have a better idea.
That's a confusing thing to me.
If you really go ahead and get another pick later and get me the Kyle Pitts thing. I still, because look at George.
I've been thinking about that.
George is always going to miss games. If I got Pitts and Kittle, God, Jesus Christ. Pitts is looking good, too. A little rookie-ish at times,
yeah, what's
but
wrong
still.
With George? We got to figure out
I know, George is.
Yeah, George, we got to figure out a way to restructure that contract. He the truth, but he always hurt. If he was always on the field, everybody be ranking him above Kelsey and everybody. But the fact that this is becoming a part of this.
Trill, think about it. If you had Kittle, Mostert, everybody that's out right now is a blue chip player. If you had them all, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. We got to go though, Trill.
But Kittle though, we are. Oh yeah, okay, I got you.
Wait, what score you got?
I was gonna say, but Kittle, he like our franchise player. He gonna be with us forever. Everybody knows Barrett and most are hurt, but Kittle, we paying him all this money. You got more than just a role player. He a blocker, he a catcher, he all that. Hard to beat all of that.
Trill, let me. We got to go though. What is the score for this game?
I say it's like 21-25 or 21-24, somewhere around there.
All right, you got it. 21-24. I hope you're right too. All right, man.
Yeah, we gonna win this. It's gonna be an ugly one.
God, no, it's raining and nasty. I tell you what, I'm gonna see you on Sunday and see what we got. All right.
I'll try to call Sunday. Have a good one.
Hey, Jerry.
Ronbo, hello.
Jay, go ahead, man.
Okay, what's up? Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of people mad in chat right now, but Kelsey is better than Kittle. I'm saying right now.
Jay, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? No.
I don't know. I mean, Kelsey, at least, he doesn't get injured like a lot. So, I'm just saying. And Kelsey has more touchdowns than Kittle. So I'm just,
Kelsey was actually Kittle's idol when he was at school. Kelsey got a lot more time in the league. George just, man, it's the way he plays. George is like a tough guy out there. But I don't know. Tough guys always getting him hurt,
I mean,
And
Kittle's
everybody,
better at blocking and stuff. He's
yeah.
versatile. So
See, that's what you got with you got George. You got more than just a guy that can go out and make great plays, catching the ball and stuff like that. He runs great routes. He's got lots of speed. He's strong. But yeah, you're going to have to designate a certain amount of time off for him every year, I guess. So I just hope he never gets anything really seriously wrong. He gets these injuries that just take you out for 2 or 3 weeks, and then he'll be back.
hopefully he's back. 2 weeks, I guess, or one.
He's got 3 weeks from when you're in the IR. I don't think it's too bad that the bye week doesn't count. I don't think it counts. So he's got 2 more game weeks that he's got to wait. So we don't see him
2
for
more?
a long time.
Wow.
I mean, because there's 3 games. When you're on the IR, you got to wait. You got to let 3 games go by, and then you come back. I don't know if they mean 3 weeks or 3 games. I wish it was 3 weeks.
He's going to be back against the Cardinals then, right?
Yeah. And then what's so bad about the Cardinals? George has gotten hurt with the Cardinals almost every time we play. Buda Baker with his low hits. So, anyway. So what do you got? What's the complexion of this weekend's game? What do you see happening?
I feel like we're gonna win, but I wouldn't even be surprised if we lose. But no, I think we're gonna win this week. Kyle's gonna find his whatever his mojo or whatever. Hopefully, we're gonna win 24-17.
24-17.
I feel like yeah.
Hey,
but if we lose, wait, now you go first.
I was gonna say can these guys please execute this week? You know what? The game plan hasn't always been bad. And the plays Kyle sends out there, actually, some of them should have worked that didn't work. The guys are messing up. It's partly Kyle, but I think 80% of it's the guys not executing. He cannot hold their hand out there. They got to make the plays.
Yep. Hopefully, it's going to rain on Sunday.
No doubt about that.
Fumble.
So 100%? Oh, man.
I recently watched the interview of Kyle saying that, that he didn't practice, with the football. They didn't have no water on the football for they could practice if it is going to rain. So hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
He said he didn't practice with the, I don't know, something like that.
Well, on a good note, Ayuk is looking like Ayuk, according to Debo. Yeah. So if that be the case,
wow.
Debo said, "Guy looked good this week. All he's got to do is come out there, be confident, do what we saw, play like he's been playing all week long." Now, if that happens, we got double-barrel shotgun that I wanted at the beginning of the season. We might finally be loaded up.
Yeah, I heard it's gonna snow actually. What's called on Sunday too.
Who? It's gonna snow in San Francisco, in Santa Clara.
I'm just kidding.
Don't play, Jay. Come on now. First you come in and tell everybody, I don't want to make y'all mad, but Kelsey's better than Kittle. Oh! Jay, man, come on now.
Messing around.
Kelsey is good.
Honestly,
good,
I'm tired of people saying that. What's it called? They would have drafted Mac Jones over Trey Lance. Like honestly, Trey Lance is gonna have a way better career than Mac Jones.
And hopefully, at some point.
That's what I think.
Yeah, Jones is just coming out looking like he's gonna be okay. And he
was in that. Whatever.
He ain't got. You know what? He's got a couple of weapons. I'm impressed with Jones. Kendrick Bourne is one of his better receivers. The other guy from Arizona, he ain't doing nothing. Who's the other guy on their team? He's doing what he's doing. He's got his tight ends. I think one of them or 2 of them are hurt. So what you're seeing Jones do actually should be respected. I do. Yeah. I didn't know anything. I didn't watch college football that much. I just heard about him before he came in, watching him and Bama win a championship. So I thought Jones was this terrible football player. I'm looking at him now. I said, I don't know if he should be looked upon as being terrible.
I mean, I ain't saying he's terrible, but I'm saying, Trey Lance is going to have a way better career, to be honest. Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. So, honestly.
Yeah. It could be.
So, on record, Trey, I'm saying that Trey
his potential is off
better.
The hook. Yeah, We'll see.
Honestly, he's going to be a top 15 quarterback. Trey is, and I'm on record saying this. So You know.
We got it. No. He's got to be better top 15 though. Let's get him in the top 10 though, at least, because that way.
Top 10.
Yeah, because 15, that's Jimmy's in that area. Yeah, he's got to be like top 10 at least.
Jimmy's like in the top 20, or I don't even know.
Well, he's been middle of the pack. 2019.
Well, top 10, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not that much good quarterbacks in the top 10, honestly.
Yeah, but Jones has great
but...
weapons in Bama too, though. Yeah. So Belichick's going to be looking to do that. He's probably going to build up that arsenal and see what they can do. He's, that's McDaniel's kind of quarterback. You got to put it that way too. He looks like Brady, same kind of style. So, anyway, I tell you what I'm going to do. I got your score, Jay. We'll see what happens on Sunday.
Yep. Look, I got one more thing to say. If we lose on Sunday, honestly, let's just start the Trey Lance experience already. Honestly, let's just start it.
Maybe.
There's no point no more in waiting.
Around.
It's just the only way Trey's gonna develop is by playing. And that's it. That's simple. Because our coaching staff is definitely not gonna develop.
Let him get out there and learn.
Nobody.
Let him get there and learn through pain. Yeah. All right. We'll see what happens. All right, Jay. We'll see you Sunday.
Okay.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too. Ellis. Ellis is usually comes in and says he's busy or tied up. I wonder what's going on. It's Miss Lewis's baby boy, Shay. We've not talked to in a long time. Shay!
Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
Shay, man, we're looking at this game 49ers, but don't lose this game. So, Shay, what do you see happening this weekend?
Well, I'm going to just give my score right off the bat. I'm going to say I think the Niners win this game 24-17. It's going to be a mud bowl, man, but listen.
That's a lot of points, though, for a mud bowl.
I've been listening. Yeah, but I think the 49ers will still throw in the weather. I think they're capable of throwing. I understand that we're kind of depleted on the O-line and D-line right now with, I think, Trent being out. He's looking more and more doubtful. And then with Kinlaw possibly going on IR, and then Maurice Hurst having, I think he might have an Achilles season injury. I know he left in a walking boot after practice today.
They're calling it a calf injury.
Yeah, they said it was a calf. Yeah, they called it a calf injury, but remember the calf is connected to the Achilles, and it looks like they're saying the timeline between 6 to 8 weeks. So
that's a lot. That sounds more like Achilles. I agree.
That is a lot. So yeah. But we still have DJ. We still had a really stout interior D line, and we got a lot of depth for it. And DJ Jones is gonna have to step up, and so is not only DJ Jones, but so is Zach Kerr. So those are the two guys that I think they're going to have inside. But listen, I've been hearing a lot of people about the whole Kyle thing. Yes, Kyle hasn't been as good as we want him to be. There has been some play calling gaffes that he's had this year, but I'm excited to see what they're looking like out of the bye. People are already trying to pull the plug on the team. We're not 0-5 or 1-4. We're 2-3, man. Yes. We have a chance. The window is still open. We can make the playoffs. And it's not because the new playoff schedule and the new extra playoff team that gets to go in, all 4 members of the NFC West can make it. One can win the division, and the other 3 can vie for the playoffs. I mean, the wildcard spot. So it's not impossible. Exactly. So I don't know why people are already trying to, sell the 49ers short. But no, Ronbo, listen. I'm excited to see this team. The difference is the Colts are depleted too. They lost both of their starting wide receivers in Paris Campbell, T.Y. Hilton. They are going to get Quentin Nelson back, but they lost their right tackle. They lost their starting safety. So they're injured too. The difference is we are coming off of a bye week after rest and preparation for the Colts for the last 2 weeks. They're not. The 49ers are at home as well. We have an advantage this game. The 49ers should come out, start off hot. I understand I've been very critical of Jimmy, but I think that hopefully this bye week served him and Kyle a chance to sit down, look at game film, look at, tweak some stuff in the offense, look at some inconsistencies that they've had the last 5 games and work on that stuff. I know I've been pessimistic, but I'm optimistic about this game. I think the 49ers do win this game. I think because the bye just helps us out significantly, and I do think that we're going to see a new offense coming out. I mean, it's still going to be Kyle's offense, but I think we're going to start earlier, move the ball quicker, and get in the rhythm, get Jimmy in the rhythm and stuff like that. Because this roster is a playoff roster, man. Don't get it twisted. They've paid these guys. Trent Williams is the highest paid left tackle. George Kittle is the second highest paid tight end. We have Garoppolo that's making 20. Fred Warner is the highest paid linebacker. Like this is a playoff roster. We can't sell ourselves short just because, we have a weird QB situation. But the 49ers believe in Jimmy. I still think Jimmy can get us to the playoffs. I don't know about winning the Super Bowl. That's a completely different story. But at least making the playoffs, I think we can do that with Kyle and this, with Debo playing like he is. Hopefully, like you said, Ayuk is looking good in camp. And he hopefully, that's the step that him and Lynch was talking about earlier in the week, that he's a stride he's making. So I'm excited, Ronbo. I honestly think the 49ers, can do this, and hopefully Kyle and Jimmy got to sit down or whatever the distractions were in the offseason, and they worked whatever it out this week, and now they're just ready to roll, man. So,
because Shay, look at the teams. I look at Tampa Bay. I look at Dallas. All right, who else scares you? The Rams look good, but the Rams have a way of doing that. The Cardinals did this last year. I just wonder if some of these teams are peaking, looking good right now, only to go into a slide in the second half. This happens every year in the NFL, right? So I'm thinking, you know what? Everybody's counting the 49ers out. Well, a lot of people, even 49er fans. It's premature.
Yeah.
It is. You got 10 weeks of football left.
And real quick before we go, though, but Ronbo, so between the Rams and the Cardinals, one of them is going to win the division anyway, so it doesn't even matter at that point. We're just trying to beat out another team for the wild card spot, right? And those other teams, whether it be the Rams or the Cardinals, okay, they beat us out, but Seattle is going to lose the rest of their games. I'm sorry, but having Russell Wilson and that roster is atrocious. They're going to be the bottom of the barrel because they don't have that, Hall of Fame quarterback. So I honestly think that it just comes down, if you look in the other divisions, the NFC South, maybe the Saints, I don't know. I mean, they're still kind of iffy with Jameis, but then also too, you look at the NFC East, or at least, I mean, Redskins don't have a quarterback. The Eagles look like they're fully committing to the rebuild, right? And so Dallas will be.
Did we lose Shay? Shay?
Right? So.
Oh, okay, good.
Right?
Go ahead, because I missed something, because it got quiet all of a sudden. All right. Yeah, I'm loving this breakdown.
Oh,
go ahead.
No. Yeah, so the Dallas will be the division champ, but then the NFC East, we're not worried about the Redskins. Not the Redskins, the Washington football team. We're not worried about the Eagles. They're rebuilding. So, and then the NFC North, when you're looking at Lions are bottom of the barrel. So I only think the only team that the 49ers are competing with is the Bears. And, the Green Bay is going to win their division, though.
Yeah.
It's just, we're talking about just wild card teams.
For
it's
falling
just probably
behind.
the Bears or the Vikings. That's it. Like, those are the only two teams that I think in the NFC that the Niners are competing with right now.
See? So what is
and
up
and,
with
and I
people
think
saying,
that we have a chance,
we're finished.
man.
We ain't done. We ain't finished.
Right. We're not. If I would say that maybe if it was 6, but it's 7 teams, Rombo, and 3 of them we can make the playoffs, man. So I just don't get this notion. We're 2-3. We're not 1-4. We're not 0-5. Like we actually have a chance. Like we're gonna get the ball rolling. This bye week did us justice. So
guarantee you, if the 49ers offense kicks in, because the defense is already evolving. They're ready.
Exactly.
So all that offense has to do is stop it and start rolling, and we'll be fine. I believe that. So
I believe you that too, Rumble.
Tell you what,
all right, brother. Well,
right,
good talking to you. I'm glad I'll be back Sunday night. Let's go Niners, Rumble, and God bless you. Thank you, production. And shout out to you, brother. Have a good one.
Thanks, Shay. Talk to you later. And I talked to Shay, all that positivity, and now I got to talk to, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Show, go ahead, Show. I'm ready for it because I got myself. Oh God, it's worse than I thought. I'm being told to stop.
Ronbo.
Hey, no, that's just the organ. It's okay. So, yes, that was. Can you
come back to me in a minute, please?
Okay. So you play that intro, and we'll come back.
Be prepared. Be
Oh
prepared.
God! All right, let's go back to. God, the death organ was already playing. Hey, Ellis. Alice, are we out of phone calls? Okay. Okay, so I'd love to hear what Show's got to say though, because here's the thing, fam. A lot of things have been brought up tonight that make all the sense to run out. If indeed we've had 2 weeks off to rest, nobody's hurting right now. I mean, you can't go in an NFL season without hurting if you're a football player, right? But we've been laying back, relaxed. You get anxious to go back and play football when you go off for a long time, like a break, And also, Kyle's had plenty of time to tell the guys, here's what we're going to do, guys. Listen, do me a favor, guys. Execute. Would you please execute? I make these plays, and who do people blame when you screw up? They blame me, all right? Do it. All right, let's get ready to win this game. These guys aren't better than us. So, so I'm going to go ahead and make my prediction now for I got Nick Bosa taking Carson Wentz down twice. I see Carson. I also see not only Nick's going to get him once or twice, and look for Eric Armstead to bring him down once. There's going to be somebody that you wouldn't expect. If Contavious Street is playing this week, they've got a good offensive line, but they're not going to be able to stop all the 49ers attacking at the same time. Because even the Texans were all over Carson because Carson takes way too long to get rid of the ball. And an announcer, I was sitting there thinking that when I was watching that game, Wentz is he's having problems finding his targets, so what's going on with that? And then pretty soon the announcer, Carson Wentz is one of the slowest in the league. He's Wentz takes 3 seconds to get rid of the ball. If we got any kind of decent coverage downfield, then Wentz is either going to take off or he's going to take too much time to get rid of the ball. I don't care who his offensive line is. You give our guys 3-point-something seconds, I kind of like our chances. I wish the ground was more dry, but you know what I'm saying? So let us see. Check it one more time with the big show. We're out of phone calls. Show, are you ready? Oh, shucks, Show.
Yeah, Ronbo, are you there?
Ah, there you go.
Are you there?
Show. Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead.
So to pick up, first of all, I want to address the Marlon Mack situation, if I may, and correct somebody who called in earlier about that.
Okay.
You do not give up a blue chip. You do not give up a blue chip player or a second-round pick for a third-string running back who is coming off an Achilles injury last year.
That's a good point.
A 6th or 7th round pick should be able to get it done, and a player.
And he wants
out. The player you're talking.
So we're doing them a favor.
Yeah, he's not getting any touches there, and he's on his rookie contract with like $1 million something. So he's fairly cheap too. And the players you would give up for Marlon Mack would be somebody like Ross Dwelly or Contavious Street or somebody of that ilk.
No, I'll
you
give
know what I mean? Like, you don't
I'll
give
give
up a
Dante
blue chip
Pettis. I mean, we don't have Pettis anymore. I'll give Dante Johnson.
No. Yeah, good luck trying to get rid of him.
Yeah.
He's like a herpes. He doesn't go away.
You know what, though, Show? You could actually give him. Don't we have somebody, a prospect that might be on our practice squad right now?
I don't know. Honest.
What's that Hockett?
Trent Sherfield.
What's the guy we have? The fullback.
But they don't. You don't.
He never plays.
You would
they
give
don't know
them
anything about
something
him.
in exchange that they. Yeah, you would give them something in exchange that they need. So.
Yeah, they don't need a fullback.
Yeah. But to pick up where Shea left off, a lot of people are writing us off because, number one, we can't stay healthy throughout the entire season. We're injured every other week.
Always
a lot of our
wrong
players
guys.
are out 3 to 6. Always the wrong guys. We're always out 3 to 6 weeks with our blue chip key players. George Kittle, Trent Williams.
Yeah.
They seem to be out 3 to 6 weeks every month. It seems like.
Every week.
And we keep that's half of our offense right there. That's like
Mostert's
that's
already
like big.
Don't forget Mostert, the most premier running back in the league. Will break it to the post in a heartbeat. Yeah.
And we're relying on 2 rookies who Kyle Shanahan is one of them in the doghouse for some reason. I don't know why. He's giving him not
Trey Sermon?
the amount of reps that he deserves. Exactly. So you got to rely on those guys.
I can see
and
one thing,
JaMycal
though.
Hasty can't stay healthy.
I know, right? I look for him to get. I hopefully he can last. Sermon's having trouble hitting the right holes and accelerating. That really bothers both Bobby Turner and Kyle Shanahan. Don't dance. Trey does that. You in a stretch zone, plant the foot, commit, and go. Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's why Carlos Hyde is out of here. That was the worst.
I mean,
Carlos Hyde
JaMycal
could have been
Hasty-
dancing with the stars. Come on, God, he was terrible.
Well, we drafted Carlos' Hyde's clone. It seems like in Trey Sermon.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not
Trey. Take
like.
that.
Why would you? Why would you do that all over again? Like you got rid of Carlos Hyde, you drafted him all over again. Yeah, in Ohio. So
wait, Joe. Who else came from Ohio? Oh, Carlos. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Carlos Hyde. Carlos Hyde with Ohio State. He was also drafted in a high round, second round, I believe. Trey Sermon, we traded up for in the third round to get him. Or was it the second round? But anyways, he's not getting the amount of touches he deserves with Raheem Mostert out. It's Elijah Mitchell and JaMycal Hasty cannot stay healthy. JaMycal Hasty comes back from injury. He has a great game, and then he's injured all over again. That's his MO. That's what it was last year, and it's what it's this year. Like I don't know what Kyle sees in him still. Dude.
Though Tony might be right. The heavy-footed guy that pounds. It might be a good idea to let Sermon play this weekend.
Yeah.
Because you got rainy conditions. You need a guy that's going to brutalize people coming down through there. Sermon can't hand out punishment.
And you have half of our starting offensive line out. We're relying on rookies. I mean,
oh God, I'm so scared of Aaron Banks.
It's gonna be ugly.
Damn. Would they put Aaron Banks out there? They've had probably, I guess, enough of Brunskill. So we got nothing to lose. Let's go ahead and run the big guy this Sunday against Quentin. Well,
and if we
Brandon's
going to
get killed. I mean, the thing Brunskill's going to get killed by Q too. So maybe we take our chances here.
And if we lose this game is not going to be Jimmy's fault. Okay, so stop right there with that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, half of our entire team is missing right now.
Yeah, I know.
That is not his fault.
If there's anything going to go wrong, it's got to be Jimmy.
George Kittle is out. Trent Williams is potentially going to be out. He doesn't have Raheem Mostert back there. He's relying on two rookie running backs, one and the practice squad running back who can't stay healthy. Deebo Samuel's the one that's been carrying this team all along. Like Brandon Ayuk hasn't barely seen the field, or barely seen any passes thrown to him. I mean, come on.
No,
what do you expect?
Well, he's picking it up. He'll be okay.
So, and I heard people bring up Mac Jones a couple of times tonight. I told you freaking people so. I don't want to hear the ceiling argument. Oh, you don't draft a player who's already at a ceiling. You don't pay attention to that shit. You pay attention to his intangibles, like his decision-making skills, his intelligence, his how he carries himself, how he handles the ball on the field. Like that's all. That is what you pay attention to. You don't pay attention to his ceiling. He's got his ceiling already. I'd rather take, if you want to go with that, I'd rather take a player out of ceiling already than a 2 to 3 year project, which we drafted, who already has a bum freaking knee thanks to his coach, because you all wanted an athletic, dynamic quarterback who can run. That's all I'm going to say. So I about had it.
So, are you gonna give a score for this game?
Our winning score is going to be 17-10. It's not going to be a high flying score, especially if it's raining outside. And the last rain game we had was in Washington, and we won that game 9-0 thanks to Robbie Gould. And Robbie Gould's not even on the team right now, so that's another thing we have to worry about. And if our losing score is going to be 17-7 if our offense doesn't get going.
Show's got two scores: one winning and one losing. 17-7 if we lose, 17-10 if we win.
We're not a cohesive unit right now, Ronbo, and we face a lot of tough teams ahead of our schedule. A lot of people think we can beat these teams, but Tennessee's no joke. Derrick Henry's going to run all over us.
Don't mention.
Especially the way we've been looking.
Not only that, if we actually win every game between now and that game, I've already counted that as number 4. Derrick Henry freaks me out. I don't like dealing with him. I don't want to play him. I don't want to see our guys having to go over there. The dude is frightening. Hopefully.
And this is why we had the subject matter on DeForest Buckner earlier this week, Rumble. Our run defense sucks right now. Did you not see how much those running backs on the Eagles scored it out in front of us? Or any other running back that we faced in the beginning of the season? It was awful looking.
And Jonathan Taylor's coming out there. We got to stay committed to
And
those
Jonathan
gaps.
Taylor's no slouch.
No, he was killing the
And neither is
Texans.
Naeem Hines. Naeem Hines is a really good second running back that they have back there. So they have a really good run game too.
So I
So
can't,
be prepared.
I got to. So I'm gonna go get some desserts or something. I need to, after this conversation with you, I need to go have something sweet, a box of chocolates or something.
Hey, I keep it, Ronbo. I keep it 100, man. I keep it 100. So
it's just terrible. So, but you
people
know
should
what?
know that already.
I know. Well, there's a lot of fact matter in there too, though. So, all right. So I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look for
That's
your
all I
Sunday
do is spit facts. I mean, come on. All right. Shout out to the TNT fam. You'll take care and bring your umbrellas.
Good night,
all right.
Joe.
Shout out to everyone. Good night.
Jesus. Are we gonna try Ellis again? Hey, Ellis. No, Ellis is definitely out. He would have answered by now. He would have came in and said, "Give me some more time" or something. Fam, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with my score of 21-17. They're not that good. Then again, we've only played the Packers and Cardinals. We've only lost, Packers, Cardinals. Who else did we lose to? Packers, Cardinals. Wait. Who else did we lose to? We lost to the Green Bay Packers and Cardinals. Oh, the Seahawks. See, we've only lost to two good teams. The Hawks game was, never mind. Keep positive on this. We're going to win this game. I'll see you Sunday. Thanks for the contribution tonight. What am I talking about here? See you Sunday. Oh.